and the mic is working, which is good to know.
That just smells.
Take a sip if you want.
Mom was asking me about good coffee. I'm gonna see if I can get her a bag of this.
Oh my god, that is good.
It's good coffee.
And then my friends order it in bulk, so I can
Like
just jump in on
multiple of
that.
those size bags or bigger?
Like he brings in like a box that has like 20 plus in it.
Jesus.
Because my friends all get like 5 bags at a time.
Coffee dealers.
They're coffee distributors.
Yeah.
I think they get a slight discount. But anyway. Okay, last time. Let's have someone else give me the recap this time.
This episode of
Or
Dragon
us
Ball
the
Z.
recap, not me.
Louis and Penis Flipper.
You don't have to, Louis. If I can do it.
Okay.
I don't want to put you in the spot. I'm not trying to put you in the spot.
Gay man.
No, this one's not too bad.
Okay.
I don't remember what we
Good.
did.
I honestly have no fucking clue what happened.
Where do we start?
I think we'd start like right here.
No, we.
Yeah, that's right.
I was in here.
Yeah.
Y'all were over
yeah.
there. And then I was,
This room
yeah.
first.
You gotta spot the
fight those.
choking shades first.
Yes.
Then we rolled initiative right after RJ found the glowing red gem. There were some checks and stuff. And we won, basically. I don't take battle notes, Jake does, so...
Yeah, we beat him.
I don't think it was it wasn't really significant.
The highlights were that like Sif got one of those inside of her lungs, and
So did I.
and then Clitaro cast terrorism and forced it out, and then RJ got one in his, and he just himself forced it out with help from inspiration, maybe.
I think so.
But yeah, and then from there they weren't too bad, but they were a little threatening there for a second.
What else did we do?
Then we went
I went up the stairs.
and fought. Sorry, go for it.
No, I don't have to.
We were
I
just.
just thought I would.
You are. Go for
I just want to say I cast a level 4 Cure Wounds spell.
And it did
That
enough.
yielded 14 HP.
Yeah, I remember
Like fucking
that.
fourth
I
level.
remember that.
Yeah, then we went upstairs. I mean, you guys can chime in.
Keep going.
Doing a great job.
Stairs and stairs and stairs.
At the lizard thing.
Yeah, then there was a chamber like above us, so we popped up into there.
Lizard.
Oh, yeah, that.
Yeah, that's right. That was in this part.
Yeah, basically we all went up
fucked him up.
and then rolled
you give it away?
initiative.
Can you give that red guy? Put him back in the drawer.
RJ's grabbing all the stuff in the jars. Art style, Dr. Art style, from Lost.
Oh.
You would understand if you finished watching.
Investigating the gemstones, and took them. Some more checks.
Checks and balances.
That's right.
That are not working, anyway.
Oh yeah, then we opened the door.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
right here.
Is
Well, depending on how much money we're talking about.
Anyway, we opened the door that went to another room with like mosaics and the aquatic animals carved on the walls and stuff. And RJ touched the thing, right? And
No.
it went up his arm, or Baldy.
Baldy.
Baldy touched the thing, went up his arm,
The
but
moss
basically
on the altar.
exactly.
It fucked me up.
Yeah, lost a charisma point.
Tomas.
He has a
It's a
knock on
Tomas.
this.
Oh.
So it's called Scarlet Bliss,
Tomas.
and
That's dumb. I love it.
we
Whoa.
learned some more about
hair smells
that.
You guys go outside.
And
And
then
we
you
read
went
the
outside?
altar too.
Yeah.
blinding sunlight.
What did the altar say, Luke?
I'm blind.
You can put it up there. Can't see it.
Try to say I'm gonna-
Don't bring it too far.
Did we read it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
translated it.
That sounds right. I guess I didn't write it down.
Maybe Chef put it in the Discord.
No, maybe.
No,
Did I?
he did it.
Did I? No, that would have been smart of me.
Sometimes I do forget to write my stuff down because I'm doing it, and then I'm just go right up into what happens. That's probably what happened.
Oh, dang, we have to check the because I know vaguely what it said, but I don't have the exact verbiage of what I said.
We'll check the video. That's fine.
But I know what the theme of it was. It was basically something along the lines of like, if you make a sacrifice, you will get something.
That's kind of what I remember.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, and you want us to go get a little rabbit?
Get a rabbit and put it on the thing.
Yeah, that I remember that.
I also,
I don't even have that. I cast it.
I was hoping
Along what
for
it says.
I remember you casting.
Death
You
Fire
cast
or
Copper Languages.
I believe it. I didn't write it.
Or it was Rian, one of the two.
Yeah.
management access.
And Eric also rolled an Arcana check on the god associated with all of that, and wrote a bunch of stuff about that.
We did.
We did, yeah.
Yes.
Such as that
Knowledge
it
of
was
this-
worshipped like on the shores of the ancient in the ancient kingdom that predates Thassalon, and that the god that it's a demon lord that has been long considered dead, stuff like that.
Igdorangian.
Yes.
So, I wrote that one down.
All right. Rock and roll McDonald's. Rock and roll McDonald's.
My notes are better for searching. They're hard to read and recap at the same time.
You guys find yourselves on the doorstep of going outside, and what do you guys want to do? It sounds.
Sleep.
Well, it's daytime.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let's sleep
We
in the
could
sun.
we could vibe. We could vibe. I'll go hunting. I'll get the crew some food.
And a rabbit alive.
Okay.
Did I look out the door and I
And
saw
a
that
rabbit
orientation?
alive.
Yeah, we figured out where we were. We were on a
did
different
take
part of the. We were on a different part of the island.
Different.
Like we could still see the face, but we were in a different part.
Oh, here it is. Gifts of flesh will be rewarded with pieces of knowledge. That's what I
Okay.
wrote down. Then cast comprehend language.
Okay. Then I think we should get a bigger animal than a rabbit. We really gotta impress this guy.
Did it?
He is dead.
Do you know if it has to be alive?
We don't know.
I fucked up. This thing is stuck in here.
What? Oh, you're like little baggy.
No, the
Oh, the
fucking
coin. Oh no.
How did I? Okay.
Anyway,
All right. There's like a campfire over
back
here,
in.
right? You said like
Yeah,
it's
not lit, but yeah.
Right. Where's the thing? I'll draw a campfire.
no, those aren't orange.
Yeah, good point.
But we need brown or black.
We need some wood and
yeah.
some char.
You
Yeah,
got a
some-
little fire?
I do.
Green
Moss.
Yeah. I'm burning some bush, man. This has been a stressful trip.
Just a minute. More if I can find it. Oh, there's.
I don't know how I got
Oh wow,
it.
perfect. It's even not lit. I mean, I guess you guys are gonna light it, but
That's awesome. Not like
That's like a
campfire.
secret. Only you know.
there's a lit one here somewhere too.
If you flip it over?
Oh, is it flipped over?
It's
Oh,
lit.
no. I should have known that. Actually, they all do that.
Hey.
Hey.
Ooh. Wow.
And this can go in, but only at a certain angle.
Oh.
Kind of like a little puzzle.
That's what she said.
Nice.
Don't learn that in the RTA test.
All right.
It was the extra credit question. Okay. Yeah. So you guys can rest in the daytime. It's just not as.
Let's do
nice.
some other
It's not
stuff.
quite as
Yeah,
nice.
no, I wanna go hunting. I'm gonna do a little exploring in the forest.
Okay. Well, let each of you let me know what you'd like to do.
I'm doing a little nature check.
I'm gonna go stealth and just go a perimeter around.
Perimeter check. Okay. Roll stealth.
75.
30.
Basically.
Okay.
Your animal handling's +4, right?
Like
Or
plus
+6?
8.
Oh shit.
Yeah, plus 8.
All right, that's good.
Yeah, I'm gonna go hunt
Because I randomly have a
Hunt.
+4, but I never use it.
some animals.
Make a survival
Try
check.
to capture some animals.
So you want to set? You looking to set a trap, or you looking to like?
Yeah, set a trap.
Okay.
Because if we rest overnight, we can wake up in the morning
Yeah.
and check the trap.
What are you trying to catch? Kind of.
Could I do it to catch an arrangement of animals? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
And then drive over here.
I was saying, if you're, I'm saying if you're like looking to catch a carnivore, you would need probably some sort of bait would be.
so I'll go hunt for us, and then I'll get an extra something and put that in the trap.
Okay. Make a first survival check to see if you're able. Yeah, to see if you're able to find sort of some general game for.
I think that's
both
what he's
those
doing.
purposes.
That's
No,
why he's
like
setting the
12.
trap. Oh, like a person.
Well, okay.
I rolled a 4.
That's why
Yeah,
asked
I
if
mean,
that'd
you're
be
able to
alive,
find.
because the people we killed.
Luckily, this island is actually pretty well stocked with wildlife.
Okay.
So you're able to find. How many hours do you hunt for?
I mean, what time of day is it?
It's like 11 a.m.
Yeah, like 4 or 5 hours.
Okay. I'll say you catch 2.
2 animals.
Basically 2 small animals of your choice. Like it could be like a rabbit and a porcupine, or
a squirrel.
a raccoon. If you, I don't know. If, I don't know.
Little
if I eat a
ring-tailed
raccoon,
coon.
But
Got
yeah, anything like
2
that.
skunks.
I wanted a tune.
Not super successful, but enough to
Fair. So we eat one. We eat some raccoon for dinner, and then I
And you can use the other one for bait.
use the other one for bait, the rabbit.
Okay. I'm gonna make another survival check to see how well you set up that trap. How well that goes.
Fucking 11.
11.
Jesus. What?
It's probably not gonna work.
Get all the bad ones out of the way right now? Well, it doesn't fucking matter.
We'll get to that in a few hours. Okay, Eric, what are you doing? Cladaro.
I was gonna start tuning to my bear gut,
Okay.
and then when he said he's gonna do that for 2 or 3 hours, I was like, well, it only takes an hour, right?
To attune you.
Okay, then after that's done, then I would. I think kind of just post it up by the door where all like walked out, and kind of like, I think in the back of my head I want to go back in this dungeon and take care of more business.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just kind of keeping a lookout,
Okay.
and then
You-
maybe tinkering with myself for now.
Whoa.
Guy's straight jorking it.
I don't have a direct idea of that I'm crafting anything, but
Make a good another.
I'm just after those
bomb.
battles. I'm just checking my arm out.
Yeah, you can make another bomb.
Sounds like a ratchet.
Yes. You just hear like all these power tools going off. Bullets flying out.
Okay. Sif, you're stealthing around. Are you basically you're just trying to get a perimeter, an idea of the perimeter of this area?
Yeah, just
How-
around the.
How
and then if
much?
there's anything near, I guess too, any
Okay.
signs of people.
How much time / how far do you wander?
Don't fuck this up.
Well, how big's the? Well,
I mean, the island is pretty enormous.
I'm just going like more around the.
I will
building,
say
so
that
we
like
are
I should have said this before, but this shrine is basically on a peninsula formed by the river. Like the river swoops down from above, makes a sweeping U-turn, and this shrine is sort of just centered in the center of that sweeped out angle.
Cool.
Like this way?
Yeah. And
You mean
so,
the shrine in the aquatics room?
The
yeah,
whole
this
building.
building.
Yeah. That,
Oh, I didn't know it was a separate building.
Well, we
It's
kind of
standalone.
came up. Remember, we were going up and up and up and up and up and up and up this whole
So
time.
I'm
Yeah.
surrounded by a
So the river comes all the way around here, and,
yeah,
and
and
to
then
get
we
out, you
tried
pretty much have to go up that way.
Heard.
What does that look like? This from the outside, like looking at it.
I mean, it looks like just it looks like a strange temple.
Okay.
Sort of like the stone itself is almost red in hue, and it's clearly has more of that iconography that you found on the inside. On the outside, it looks like almost like a small chapel to Dregion.
Yeah, I'm just going around the building.
And that's really easy. You just go around, and then it goes.
But kind
Then
of,
you
yeah.
can kind of scout out in that other direction, and you can go a half mile, perimeter, and you don't find anything else other than a slightly worn trail that leads to this chapel. The path. Make a survival check, Stiff.
17.
17. Okay. You're able to sort of guess. You don't know exactly where it is because the tree cover is so thick here, but you based on the positioning of the mountain, you're pretty sure that like if you headed long enough in the general direction that this shrine is kind of like pointing towards and this path is going, you might eventually meet up with the area you've encountered before earlier on when you were
Starting our journey up.
yeah. When you encounter Calhoun.
After I tune in the character.
But you don't encounter anything other than the occasional traces of wildlife.
Okay. Any footsteps? Recents?
Yeah. You do detect some footsteps from your survival check you just rolled.
These things. Addicted.
It looks like there's like several more. There's several older pairs of footprints, but there is one pair of footprints from two different people that look more recent, within the last couple of days.
Does it look like they came and left?
It looks like they just arrived
Just.
and did not leave. One is distinctly smaller than the other.
Which means they just arrived. I have to follow it into the. Oh. I'll follow it, but I assume it's
It heads
coming
toward
back
it
with
heads towards the chapel. Yeah.
So they're in the
It's
whatever.
Corla
It's
and
Corla and then
Oh.
we said it's smaller and bigger.
Okay. Yep.
I mean, almost certainly. Right.
Yeah.
Anything else, Sif? Okay. Ben?
I am going to work on sleight of hand tricks, poetry, songs, and acrobatics, specifically around climbing the trees and then like going out in the branches and then like practicing sleight of hand out there.
Like on the tree branches?
Yes.
Okay. Make well, I mean, are you looking to like push yourself as hard as you can go to the point where like you want to make a check to see how far you can go, or you just want to like practice just to like get the rhythms down, which I wouldn't make you make a roll for necessarily, but
I'll push myself.
okay, make a check.
Yeah, you watch Sif do it, you're like, how are we gonna be?
Yeah, am I gonna... for what was it? What check?
Acrobatics.
Thank you. 16.
Okay, and then also make a sleight of hand check.
Big down.
Yeah.
That's good. 10.
Okay, so you've more or less you're doing pretty good with the aerial acrobatics of swinging from tree branch to tree branch, and not losing your footing. You don't have evidence where you fall, but it seems the multitasking of doing that while trying to juggle is a bit more difficult, and you do occasionally have to annoyingly climb back down to reclaim your coins or whatever you might be juggling.
Definitely coins.
But I mean, all said, like, you know, your average town, most people you wouldn't catch able to do even what you're doing.
Cool.
So
And I'm like,
Feel good about
I'm
that.
just watching him while I'm tinkering. I'm
And I like to think they're like playing with the coin.
like one of these.
Yeah, kind of, and just like, who am I thinking? There's definitely a character I'm thinking of, but just like that's like just his fidget, like he can like
that Corinth trick always makes me think of Pirates of the Caribbean.
I don't think that's it though, because I'm not very familiar with.
That's just where my head
Oh,
goes.
but yeah, and like
not very
can
good at
like
it, but I've
make
practiced
them
it.
disappear to like and like pull it behind someone's ear, but I'm just doing those hand movements with the coins as well. So I just like that. I'm just kind of like that.
So loud.
And then finally RJ.
I still like juggling.
On one of the times Ben comes down, I'm reading those rune books again.
Mhm.
I'm becoming obsessed with rune. These
The
rune
ones that
books.
the man was studying outside the room.
Yeah. And I asked Ben, "You're a good reader.
Yeah, sometimes.
I'm not good at English. What does this say?"
One problem. That's not English, actually.
They're
Would my-
fascinating, aren't they?
They are. My comprehend language would still be within the time, right?
I mean, that only lasts like an hour at most, right?
Yeah, we
Can't
did an
comprehend
hour.
Yeah, I guess you
I mean,
would have
you-
to say when you
You
did
would
it.
have some time left to comprehend languages, yes.
Okay.
But I think it only lasts an hour, so it will not last the entirety
How much do
unless you keep casting it.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I do. Okay, I'll just use a spell slot then.
'Cause we're gonna.
Yeah.
Do you know what this says? This one specifically. Just pointing to a random one.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have these specific
That's fine.
the things in front of me, but I mean the runes that this book goes into detail on. It's largely discussing the fundamentals of sort of Thessalonian magic and what runes are tied to magic itself. Certain runes were found to evoke certain properties, combining runes in different ways, combines those properties. And this is just simply almost like not like, I don't want to describe it as like, here's your ABCs of runes. It's more scientific than that, sort of going into each rune and the scientific discoveries around each one. And some of them, or actually all of them look remarkably similar to the ones you've seen RJ use. But several of them don't have effects that you've seen RJ use. So, this is the kind of thing that you think. I assume you're explaining this to RJ as you go through?
Yeah, that's a good question. Like, how much do I know about, like, what these are about? Like, is how dangerous is this? Like, is it like dark magic? Is it just sort of magic? Like, do I get the sense that RJ could be more dangerous with these runes? Obviously, like, powerful, but like, do I think he could be more dangerous? Or I guess in theory powerful.
Did I thought oh god, my notes are getting too oh my god, I have so many references to this word.
Too Lucasy.
Oh, is it? Maybe. Let's do this. Oh, there we go. That was better. Okay. I thought I wrote stuff down about this, but I found another place. So modern magic, what most of the spellcasters in the world use today, is more refined than this magic that you're looking into here, and because of that, it's almost diluted in a sense. It's easier to control. It's easier to. It's less. It's less volatile, and it's more predictable. But everything that the modern wizards of the world have been able to create is based on an older magic, rune magic, which is what these glyphs are. Let's see. So, yes, giving them to RJ could certainly give him the ability to do things he couldn't do before, and those things can be dangerous. I mean, and the thing is, it's you don't inherently sense. Well, let me show her this.
You're really testing Stefan's DM skills there.
Yeah, happy to.
Okay.
Like that the dancing sword's just out.
Well, I might want to carve something into it.
For sure.
Can you do that?
That's what my ability is. I carve runes into stuff.
Into a phantom blade?
It's not a phantom blade. It's just a flying sword.
Because you're like a blacksmith, kind of, right?
Mm-hmm.
So theoretically, if you wanted to put runes on any of our weaponry, you'd be able to.
Or tattoo.
It depends. So the runes I know, I can only carve onto one object every long rest. I only know 3, and I can only invoke them once per short rest. But this is different rune magic, which would probably require some other stuff. Yeah. So theoretically, yes, I could carve runes into whatever, but they wouldn't necessarily have magical properties, depending on what we learn from this book.
Okay.
Finish our studying.
Okay. So, yeah. So many layers to this. So yeah, rune magic is sort of the basis for all magic in the world. It's the fundamental building blocks. What you see in this book is that. However, make an Arcana check as well for this.
Oh, I get to reroll. Nat 20!
1 to 20?
After a nat 1, yeah.
Okay. Most of the runes in this book seem fairly innocuous, and since you were specifically asking about if these are dangerous, they don't seem dangerous at first glance. However, you recall something specifically about the Rune Lords and their magic. It's sort of a derivative of rune magic that scholars would refer to as Thassilonian magic, which only follows, but it has another name, which is sin magic. Which, of course, I mean, as you know, Alasnus was the Rune Lord of Wrath, and the Thassilonian Empire believed that combining emotions into your magic made it more powerful. However, there was a certain amount of feedback. The more you use sin magic, the more you become that sin.
Your boy's gonna become a Sith.
Darth Binks!
Darth Binks. I wish that happened too.
Darth RJ might be pretty close, we'll see.
RJ.
Alright, kind of wish I didn't roll a nat 20.
And furthermore, the
sorry.
The Thessalonians believed that you basically couldn't practice rune magic without the use of incorporating emotion into it. It's been since discovered that was entirely false, and as proved by the magics of the world that don't rely on emotion, but that is what Zin, the original king of Thassilon, preached, and what all of his rune lords also believed.
Zin Bakrahan? Something.
Zin. So anytime the nation of Bakrahan, the capital is Zin Bakrahan. Zin means like the capital of, but it's also named the king. That.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was the capital named after the king?
Yes, I suppose.
So he was king of Zimbakaran, and he was King Zimbakaran.
No, that's the city. That's like the
Capital.
Zin Bakrahan. It was the capital. Bakrahan was the country, or like the state, I guess, or the sub nation, because there's 7 of them.
Right.
Like
Chiliax.
Chiliax is where Eric's from.
Yeah.
These were the Thessalonian. Why did my develop? Okay.
Man, I am.
Sorry, we're lore dumping.
I think here. Yeah, they
Or
were
extracting.
Extracting.
Or
Yes.
mining.
Yeah.
Mining for lore.
The other one you probably would have heard of is Shalast.
Shalash.
Zin Shalast, in the nation of Shalast. And there was, and then like the actual capital of all 7 nations was Zin. Yes.
Cool. Thank you. Excuse me.
Do you tell me all that?
That's a lot of information.
You're just holding
Yeah, I
it
know.
for 20 minutes.
So, yeah, my reasoning is that, like, because I traveled with RJ, that's how we knew each other and got into this party. And he kept me, had and does continue to keep me and now us safe on the road and in our journeys. But I am very conscientious, too, is delicately but also clearly state that rune magic doesn't need to be practiced with emotion any longer. Like, it's been known that in the best way it can possibly communicate it to RJ specifically. But I do tell him everything that I know. / read. Eyebrow.
RJ is processing.
Yes.
So you're saying I gotta be angry to write these ones?
No, quite the opposite, actually. You don't have to use any emotion to use the magic.
But you said it was stronger.
That's what people believed back then, but that also led to a lot of the problems we're still trying to clean up. If you think about it that way.
I can get angry.
Well, yeah, that's why I said it the way I just explained it. Do you want me to go over that again?
Carve the runes angry. Got it. Start angrily in the fire, just kind of drawing some of these runes with a stick.
Oh my god.
I just imagine you like.
Yeah.
like,
What
does this one
out
mean?
of the-
Yeah, I don't know.
Penis.
Yes.
Dick grows 3 feet long. Sorry. Anyway.
Mine or his?
His.
Damn.
3 feet is a curse.
Yeah, I kind of leave him to it, I guess. My cat will probably be nothing. It's probably fine.
I should also, I'll also add to all this as I'm thinking through this, that most of the effects in this book seem to be, I don't want to say evocative, evocation in nature, sort of aligning with Alasnith's favorite school of magic. Additionally, it seems that the book does list sort of 2 variations for each sort of I'll call them spells, but like effects. One that seems like the baseline that it originated from, and then a modified version that incorporates the Rune of Wrath.
Ooh.
That they seem to have believed is better.
And so I've read through these ABCs, so to speak.
And this is just one of the 12 books, or is this all the books?
This is just probably the one that's the most interesting to you.
Okay.
The other books contain other pertinent information, but none of them are as directly involved with rune magic as this one is.
Okay.
This one also isn't super long. If you, how many times can you cast Comprehend Languages today? Still,
1, 2, just 2 more times.
2 more times.
Mhm.
You can read most of it, not all of it. Maybe I'd say about a little more than half of the book. If well,
With the rest of this
you're also doing tree acrobatics, so maybe not
Yeah.
that much. But
This could just have been like a 40-minute aside. Or however long it takes for him
Yeah.
to learn that, an hour aside.
Yeah. Luckily, there's lots of pictures in this book, so it's not as big as it's not as long as it looks.
I like pictures.
I guess
that would
as
distract
I'm
me.
reading and like how I see RJ is very interested, then I become interested because like we have spent time together and stuff. And
I don't want to distract from what you said you wanted
no,
to do.
it's cool. That's
In the middle of the wilderness.
yeah. I feel like this is
He's sitting there reading a coin.
switch it up.
I'm just staring over his shoulder.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm good.
Looking
I'm good
at the
doing that.
coins. Looking at him flipping the coin.
The runes transfix me and angrily mimic him. Can you show me which one is Wrath?
Can I try to persuade him not to be as into the wrath and just into the crude magic?
He's ready. He's like,
I mean, both of you. You make a persuasion check, and I mean, I guess so does RJ. I mean, well, ours is-
You're fucked. Yeah.
Persuasion, you said?
well, I'm trying to think if you should roll, or if I should just determine that's how persuasive he is, and you can decide to go from there.
That's the opposite of persuasion.
Intimidation.
I mean, to be fair, no matter what he rolls, except a single roll.
Yeah, you're losing this one.
I mean, well, what I'm saying is that this is necessarily RJ needs to make a roll.
Right.
He's not fighting, or he's not like trying to outdo.
You can't surprise me.
Yeah, that's pretty true. We know each other
Yeah,
well.
make an insider persuasion check, since insight is kind of counteracting. True. When
I kind of like insight. I'm assuming your insight's higher, right?
Nope. My
Oh.
persuasion's pretty high.
Fair enough. Oh.
22.
29.
Natural 20.
Yeah, nat 20.
nat 22.
Yeah.
I mean, he makes a pretty persuasive argument that wrath isn't like incorporating wrath into it isn't.
Alright. But it would be more fun if I did. You get to throw fireballs around a ship.
Yeah, but the fire goes
Doesn't.
out. This is like
With the
you.
ship.
Yeah.
On a ship?
Actually,
On my ship?
I never lit a fireball on your ship.
You just kept saying you were gonna.
I had seen Maritime Madness a little bit. It was.
You've
it
kind
was
of
a
been
hard
doing
time
that a
for
lot
me.
lately.
What?
Fire. No,
Just
I don't get
save
to
the
have fun
group.
and be angry.
No, because you're talking about what led to like mass destruction, and I am always this chaotic.
Mass destruction.
No, it's not mass destruction. What if I destroyed?
Buildings.
That we were in on that plan together, and I'm not in on this plan with you. Is what I'm saying.
Just teach me wrath. But you persuaded me. so-
Like the rune of wrath.
Yeah.
I mean, you've seen it several times at this point.
But how to use it is different, right?
Well,
I could carve it with. I could morph the giant's runes with the wrath rune. I think that's
If,
gonna.
if he can do that,
it
yeah.
would require some experimentation, but yeah,
Okay. All right.
you can't just like just do it over and be like work.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically, it was in the where's my laser pointer? Nope, I don't know where it is. It was on the floor right there, in like that little lobby area.
Mm-hmm.
It was on the floor there. It was also in the lobby of that first big room you guys came into when you got teleported, where you fought those like insect creatures on the inside. It's been on the floor in quite a few places.
Is that not it next to your?
That's my pen for this. I
We
literally
will
saw it when I
eventually.
started playing. Oh, nope, that's not either.
Didn't you use it off the rip?
It's
I thought
every,
you did.
You did.
It's got like right here somewhere.
every time I get
It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, either way.
I already pointed out what room it is. It just bothered
I'm
me
not
that it
that
was right here.
tired, but it's my eyes. Just get so heavy. It's weird.
But yeah, I mean, you've seen it, and you also saw it
No, it's right before you.
and those people that were underneath
The tavern.
Yeah, they were using it too.
Magnum. No. Roger's Cove.
Martyrs Cove, yeah.
Okay. Oh, the one that was on their
Or somewhere
chest.
though.
Well, it was the other gang. It was the.
Other gang.
So he knows the room, but not how to use it.
Sort of, yeah.
You've
if
persuaded
I-
me enough not to do it right now.
He knows enough.
Right.
He
If I
knows.
rolled a nat 20.
He's experimented enough with rune magic from the books he found before you guys all got together for this adventure, and he was able to make his magic work as well as it is already. With some time, he could probably figure out how to use it. There's also more things in that book that he could have used it in the same way he used the book he found last time. So just finding new abilities. Would it be easier if you
Did you share which?
continue to translate for him? Yeah, but yeah.
Okay. I mean, I did say initially that, like, with that stipulation, I did basically share everything I read, like all the fundamentals and everything. I
It's kind of like mathematical formula. Like,
Right.
you can read a paper that's in Hungarian.
Right.
Actually, someone must speak, in Russian, and you can still find the formula and kind of make sense of them, just because it's kind of a universal language. It's kind of what the runes are for RJ.
got you. Okay. Yeah. I can't change
I'll just
that.
keep inscribing them into a notebook. Practicing how their shapes are.
So you didn't do the sword yet.
No, I didn't carve out anything. Because I only know 3 runes. Yeah. And I can't, like, necessarily alter. There's no... it doesn't say anything about altering runes.
Oh, we're making this is all.
This is,
all.
yeah.
This is basically meshing giant runes into Thessalonian runes and making something new.
Yeah.
Or I guess in this case, something very old.
Yeah, something extremely old.
But yeah, we're basically looking at homebrewing some evocation-based custom runes.
What's evocation again?
Fireball was an evocation spell. That's the most
That's all
common
you need to
one.
know. That's the
Now,
best
We're
class.
both separately getting drunk on
I'm not saying
fire.
you'd be casting fireball, but I'm just saying
Yeah. That style of
Scorching
magic.
ray,
Yeah.
That's the
lightning
school.
bolt, all those like elemental summoning spells are pretty much
Hell yeah.
that's the bread and butter of evocation.
Which all the giant runes are basically elementals.
Yeah,
Evocations. Yeah.
there's a natural connection there.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep practicing. Fire's not hot enough to do any blacksmithing, so I'm not gonna do that.
Okay. So you guys pass the next couple of hours this way. You come back and find your trap has you found your bait gone and the trap sprung, but nothing caught.
Yep. Figures.
Can I try to go out one more time before bed?
Sure. Give me.
Can roll with disadvantage.
No, I mean if you as long as you have the time, you can roll again.
Okay.
Roll 2 more times. One for catching an animal, and then one for set the trap.
Okay, 18 for catching animals.
Okay. So you have no problem there.
Wait, that's plus.
What was natural 18?
Yeah, natural 18.
Okay.
Plus
Yeah.
8, so 26. And then a natural 8, so plus 8, 16 for the trap.
Okay.
Sorry.
Stretching pretty far.
That's pretty impressive, dude. I don't think. Well, I've really short legs.
Oh, that's your leg?
No, not the first one wasn't. You're welcome.
Or when you were saying...
Jacob's just been looking at that the whole time, like
What?
the devil thing. Like
That's basically what I'm trying to do.
That's what I want to be.
I want to be Hellboy.
I want to be.
It's your inspo.
Well, it's kind of predictable, but you get a wolf. You catch a wolf.
Oh no shit! Why is that predictable?
It just seems like the first thing I thought of was a wolf.
Yeah, me too.
And then I'm like, I don't know, a table of like woodland creatures to see what he gets, and then it was a wolf. I'm like, well, technically it was a werewolf, but we're not doing that.
I got a lot of questions.
Does it stay in the trap?
I mean, it's still struggling to get out when you get there. Increasingly panicked as you approach.
Wait, weren't we gonna check it in the morning?
Well, we can check it now.
We can check it now. Might as
Gain
well.
some knowledge.
If it's there.
Gain some knowledge.
The trap.
Yes.
Poor wolf.
Question. Can I roll an animal handling to try and calm this wolf before we kill it?
Before we kill it?
Probably have to kill it on the altar.
Yeah, you can. It is going to be a disadvantage because it is trapped and it is currently frantic.
It is at a disadvantage, or me roll.
You're having trouble. You're having a hard time
Okay,
calming
okay,
it down
okay.
because it's freaking out.
Yeah.
Too easy.
I was hoping to find instead of a
In
wolf.
8 and a 9. So it's either
What,
16 or
Yeah,
17.
man, instead of a wolf.
You're pretty sick.
So 16.
Werewolves
Pretty
kind
sick
of both.
chips.
It stops freaking out.
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't seem eager for you to come close to it, but it stops like.
RJ.
Have you
I
panic
go ahead,
attack?
RJ.
Yep, I'll come help him.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I actually hand RJ the lead. I'm like, I don't want anything to do with this.
Is it a metal lead? Like, is it just rope? It's gonna.
I don't know.
Is it a cage?
What is the trap? What did I?
I mean, I assumed it was a.
A snare.
Yeah,
snare, yeah, that's what I
its
thought.
paw is basically caught and it's attached to like the ground or a tree root, and it can't pull out.
I don't know what you want me to do.
You wanted the animal, man.
Okay. Is the wolf like? Is it still top? Did you just cut it out of the ground and like hand me
No,
a leash?
no,
Wolf?
no.
It is still
Oh.
it's still caught in the trap.
Yeah.
However, instead of like flipping it over and like desperately hurting itself, trying to get out, it is now. The rope is still taut and it is as far away from you as it can be, but it is not moving. It's just sort of watching you calmly.
Or if we bonk it on the head? And,
You want to knock a wolf out?
I mean, I could try to grapple it, but I don't know that that's gonna do much.
I kind of want that. I think I should
Try to grapple it first.
Doesn't he be alive?
grapple. We don't know.
Okay, I rolled to grapple. I'll roll to grapple the fucking wolf.
Make an athletics check.
15.
That's a d12.
Can I give him advantage?
15 total.
Yeah.
Can I give him advantage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can. As long as you're in range to help.
I am still there.
15 is the best.
No way.
Well, then it would be 9. So 15.
You tie, which I think means you get it.
Oh,
Yeah,
there you go.
The DC is it sets the DC when it rolls, and then you have to meet it, and you match it. You rolled a natural 14, always a +1.
So I'm gonna kind of have it in my headlock and be like, "Good puppy, good puppy, good puppy."
It's not actively trying to hurt you
Okay,
at the
so
moment.
should
It
we?
is not happy.
Let's try to get it to the altar.
He's kind of cute though. I don't want to kill this guy now. I want a wolf friend.
You want a wolf friend?
I kind of like that. If we're talking between Wrath and Wolf, I like Wolf.
Can RJ have a wolf?
Subliminal
There are like
messaging.
feats I think you can take to like train animal, or there's like rules for training animals.
I'm still.
I mean,
Go hunt down an
wolf
enemy.
It's very time.
I'd rather
As
kill
far
a
as that
person than.
Yeah.
I'd rather kill like. I was thinking like a dumb little rabbit that isn't
Yeah.
like a
no.
dog.
I'm
I don't want
sorry,
to kill a dog.
I'm sorry, I rolled well.
Well, you put meat in the trap. You go catch a rabbit.
I wanted to catch a range of things.
I wanted to get a little dumpster bandit.
With your first check, you have more bait if you like to make more traps.
Yeah, sure. Can I do like not meat food?
Oh, that's yeah, you can. I thought you were specifically trying to catch a carnivore.
I mean, bigger the better, right?
Yeah.
I'll kill a deer. I don't want to kill a dog.
Sorry.
I mean, for that you don't need to. You don't need to.
No, you gotta have the hands.
Grapple.
Well, no, you don't need to. Find bait to kill, and deer are. Yeah, you just kind of set up a
Wood
snare
horse.
and wood horse. Probably around the water. Just wait for them, and hopefully they get caught in it.
You could also, can't you hunt as an archer?
Yeah.
Why don't you just camp out on a tree with me?
We don't want
I guess I could.
We want to kill it on the altar.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want to kill it on the altar.
Well, he's good enough.
I
Put
could
bees
be-
on him and hit him in
I
the
could
hind leg.
meander further and see if there's.
I mean, you might as well. Sift is kind of the. I don't know how to put
I
it.
could meander
Sift.
down the trail and see if there's
Um,
humans to kill.
what do we do with this?
Do it.
What do we do with this wolf? Do we just let him go?
No, I think we let RJ have him.
Do you really want it? So you can have it. I can take a
Come
long
back
time.
to the camp and go. Buddy found a dog. He's a wild one.
Stop betting.
No.
Okay. Dude, that's so good.
If you find a cute, dumb little thing or an ugly little thing like a goblin, I'm gonna try and befriend it.
Yeah,
That's just always.
fair.
I mean, make more. Make a few, 100 more traps.
I'll just
Can I have
do two.
Listen, yeah, I'll say you probably have time for 2 more. 2 more spell checks.
Okay, that one is 22 and 16.
Okay.
I'd have to be a 3rd level ranger to choose a beastmaster. I could choose a wolf.
Shit, what the?
Because then we could sick him on.
You
our
got a deer.
it?
You get 2 deer.
Oh, we're feasting tonight, boys. We eat one, and we put one
Those
on.
odds were not good. And you rolled a 4 twice
That's amazing, dude.
on a d12.
Okay, I'm gonna tie
yeah.
the wolf to a tree.
Oh my god. I mean,
It's still in a trap.
1 in 12 things on this table. One of them is weirdly fruit. How you catch fruit, I don't know. But
You catch fruit.
and 4 is deer, and I rolled 2 4s on d12s.
That's
Beautiful.
Okay, so I get a roaring fire, make a nice spit roast, and I kill the one, and I just start cooking. We're gonna have some dinner. All right.
I'm gonna give
Well done.
some of the deer to the wolf.
I'd like mine rare.
Yeah, fair.
Are you trying to train it basically, domesticate it?
I don't know about I don't want it to be domestic. I want it to be friendly.
Okay, I mean make a handle animal check.
I
No,
give him
no, no.
advantage.
Okay.
I got +0 here, boys.
I will roll your other one.
That's a 11. No,
I will. I have a +8.
But you can't roll it if I'm trying to do the animal handling.
That's true. I thought it was one or the other.
I mean, you
I could help.
if you could give him advantage so that the wolf is specifically friendly to him, or you could both roll, and whichever rolls higher gets more progress on training the wolf towards them.
11.
For the total,
No, 11 was the best one.
this one.
Yeah, I get +0 to animal handling.
I mean, the wolf well eats it and doesn't actively try and run away at the moment.
Hell yeah.
It's progress.
I mean, is it still tied up?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I tied it to a tree. I said.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems resigned to its situation at the moment.
Fair.
I just mostly want to unleash a wolf on someone.
Yeah, that's fair.
Could you imagine
Okay.
if we leashed it on Corolla?
Pick it up and shook it like a doll.
Yeah, 2 toy. All right, then RJ and I go take the deer to the altar.
Okay.
I pull out the blood dagger. The dagger of bleeding. And
I'll take my blood dagger as well.
Okay, and you both have one? And you both...
we all
have like 8 of them.
we all got
We
one.
all got one.
I don't remember what you guys did with them specifically.
Yeah.
I kept mine. I know for sure.
Drip dagger.
Yep, drip dagger. Got it.
I never use it, but I have it. We get it up. We buy
Yeah.
it and then bop it up, and then we go.
So...
Two-handed, so it bleeds.
Yeah, so you guys bring this deer to the altar, hold it down, and basically bleed it out. These daggers specifically designed to cause heavy bleeding, and deer don't have a lot of HP, so within a round or two, the deer dies. Its blood sort of seeping out of its body, covering the altar and dripping down the sides. And you both actually you were the only two with dark vision, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Sif does too. Yeah. But yeah, I mean the blood sort of drips down, sort of gruesomely, and there's just sort of it's just quiet and eerie. And then the seemingly at once, all of the blood just like soaks into the stone like a sponge. And over the next couple of seconds, you need to, well, presumably you start slipping back a little bit as that red moss grows where the blood was touching all parts of the altar. It covers basically the entirety of the top of it, as well as sections where it dripped down the sides and onto the floor. So it's not hard to avoid, but it's very noticeable how quickly it happens.
The absorption.
Mm-hmm.
Initiative.
No.
That's what I'm waiting for.
What the fuck was that?
I think it was just like a plant scrape against the house or something.
Okay.
We'll revisit this.
Interesting.
Yeah. You both just simply. There's a partial sense of foreboding, but also a sense of something gained.
Ooh.
Neat.
And we will revisit that.
Oh shit. And like just to myself, I recognize that something will happen, but at the same time, this was a god, right?
The Demon Lord.
A demon lord.
Leave the door.
Keep the
And it's just not sad, but there's just a sense of like this powerful entity was once here, and like there's a sense that knowing that it is gone is odd. And such a powerful being has just been wiped off the planet.
Sort of, yeah. There's definitely that feeling.
Yeah.
The sort of, whenever I say sort of, I simply mean that the Demon Lord didn't exist on the planet itself.
Well,
But yes.
yeah.
I mean, you get a brief moment after this altar takes the blood, where your heart sort of frenzies for a second in your chest, and it just sort of beats faster before repeating back reverting back to its normal rate.
Demon knowledge.
That was cool.
That's cool. Did any of you guys come and watch this or no? I think was that just
They're
me and
presumably-
RJ?
Yeah, I'm not really into the whole thing, so I just stayed
was
outside.
I
reading-
watched, but
Scares
not,
me.
I don't think I went in there.
I was leading right by the front entrance. I
Yeah.
would have been curious.
Eric, you would have felt the wind sort of rush past you into the room from outside, like an indrawn breath.
Oh god.
More noticeable as you're at the door.
And when I feel that, I go, step out of the room, I put my back against the wall, and I go, whoa. I'm not going to say anything.
I mean, you've heard, Eric, or Cladara, you've heard stories of demon lords coming back to life.
Oh my god.
Oh fuck.
I was
One of you-
hoping. I was hoping. I was hoping. Demon Lord. Demon Lord.
I mean, you do find it hard to believe that a deer is enough to bring it back, but
Yeah, no, I was thinking we should
Go
kill
get a
both of them
human.
right away.
even a human, one human
Not
for
even
a
one
demon
human?
lord's
How many
resurrection.
humans?
Well, that is a good question.
What about Wormtail's hand?
I lean and go, you guys are playing with some serious evil in there.
Seriously strong evil, brother.
Well, I'm afraid to see what this thing can do.
Do you have that effigy still?
Lamage too?
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah, I do.
Homage to.
Yeah, huh? Also homage too.
There's no Warren Buffett there.
Do you all rest tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I go out.
Around everybody.
What we say,
I
Seth?
get with one
I
eye
said,
open.
I guess.
She's like, I guess. With one eye open, I rest.
Okay.
I'll take the last watch. The last two watches, technically.
I'll take one.
I don't know if I trust these.
Who takes the second watch?
I guess I will.
First, second, third, fourth. Okay. 2 hours each. You two can still wake up and join one of them for their watch. Like, you don't have to sleep. But
I'll
it's up to
sleep.
you guys.
I'm gonna hang out with RJ on one of his watches.
Okay.
Let me hang
Make sure that he dials it back a little bit, or doesn't dial it up anymore. It's more like it. I don't tell you this, by the way.
I mean, the night passes uneventfully. There is still a foreboding.
Fireball.
There's still a foreboding presence simply staying this close to this chapel. But the night is cool and windy, which kind of doesn't help the situation. But as the wind rustles through the trees the whole night, making it difficult to hear if anything was approaching you. But yeah, nothing occurs. Except for one little thing. Cladara, make a fortitude save, please.
What kind of save? Constitution?
Constitution, yes.
8.
8. You wake up finding yourself. Well, first of all, you take 2 points of strength damage.
Dang.
And you find perhaps you've woken in a nightmare. There are no stars, there is no moon to light your way, and it is pitch black all around you.
That's
When did this get here?
I don't know. What the fuck?
Did you put that there, Lucas?
Play the tape back.
yeah, play the tape.
Yeah, I'm a bad liar.
Isn't that funny?
I guess I think I started panicking a little bit slowly, and I probably over time I'd get worse and worse. Am I laying down?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and you wake up and you lay down, and you find yourself in the situation. And I mean, RJ took the last watch, and as you are beginning to stir in the morning, you see him sort of like beginning to panic a bit in his
Sleep.
In his sleep, yeah. As he, yeah.
You guys seriously? You guys leave me here? Where'd you guys go? What the hell? Pitch black here.
Is he saying this out loud?
Yeah.
Like, can I hear this?
Yeah.
I, like,
Shake him.
like, not like crazy, but just like, hey buddy, nightmare. You're having a nightmare.
Can I feel that?
Yeah.
Well,
Does he wake up?
I can't.
He's not sleeping.
I can't see anything. It's pitch dark.
His eyes are open.
Is it like morning, or is it like ass crack at like?
It's morning.
It's morning. Like
There's
we're all.
light. And Cladara, as you stand sit there, you can feel the warmth of the sun on your skin, but you cannot see anything.
So we've all long rested.
Yes.
Okay.
Do I get my Constitution point back?
Charisma
Loss.
It was charisma.
Yeah.
Or charisma.
Everyone. Well, Cladara just took his, so not him yet from the strength damage.
I feel weak too. I mean, I'm scared.
Uh,
I don't know. I woke up like this.
can you not see?
I can't see anything. It's pitch black.
Yeah, he's blind.
I have my robot like come by me, and I like use it as like my guide
Your
dog.
walking guide dog. Yeah.
I'm
Make
holding
a
onto
second
it.
Constitution saving throw. I should have had you this before.
I'll hold it for you if you need a pee to it.
Oh my god.
Same number.
Okay.
2 plus 6.
Nothing else
8.
happens. But I just need to know.
All right, let's just continue on with the adventure.
Well,
Well, I don't know. Is this magic? Did someone cast this on us?
Does someone have like a?
They get bitten by something?
medicine.
Greater restoration or something?
I don't have that specifically. I have cure wounds.
Yes.
I have
I can
disguise
you for
self. Would that
something,
help?
or You might need to check again.
Do what?
I can cast something on you, but it's too late now.
Can
It's
someone
for
check my
ability
body
checks.
and see if I have any like bite marks on me?
I'll inspect his body.
Yeah, I'll look too.
Make a medicine check.
I'll help Lucas.
Okay.
You can. I'll give you advantage.
15
That's medicine.
medicine.
And RJ,
I was helping.
you helping? Okay. You find no bite marks.
Except on his guy.
You looking at his eyes.
shape.
Looking at his eyes, you do detect that they are sort of like the pink tissue of his eyes is like inflamed and sort of like extra blood is being directed towards that part of his body. So something physically is happening.
What did you do different yesterday?
I think I did.
It's that freaking-
Other than sacrificing a deer on an altar,
But you weren't the one that sacrificed.
You didn't do anything.
I was standing in the doorway.
And this is outside of us playing the game. We've been making Constitution checks since we've been on the island. Just saying. And we've all rolled really well. He's the first one that hasn't.
No, it's not the same ones.
We're
Wasn't
allowed
the
from
same.
combat.
Because I failed a Constitution, I just lost Constitution points. He lost Strength
And vision.
and Vision. Can I detect magic on him?
Mhm.
Yeah.
You take 10 minutes to cast the ritual. And I mean, that's not that long, all things considered. And you don't detect any unusual sources of magic coming from him. Nothing that
So
you've seen before.
Barrack cat.
Can I cat? Well, it doesn't matter.
He did just attune to Paracat. That's the only thing different that I can think of.
Well, all I can do
Except
for
the
you
demon
is
god of altar.
cast guidance right now. Good luck.
Can I? Clyde,
Oh.
can you pull out your what?
I have lesser restoration and get rid of blind, deaf,
There you go.
There you go.
poison.
Two lesser
Sorry,
restoration.
can I cast it on myself?
It's a spell that you
That's
have
a
as an
spell.
artificer?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can cast it yourself.
So I guess I'll try the lesser restoration on myself.
As you do, the sensation, the effects that Ben noticed earlier fade and your sight returns.
Whoa.
Well,
But
that
not
was
his strength
miserable.
yet.
Also,
What would have happened if...
I think this is gonna be homebrew.
What?
Let me look up Pathfinder's restoration real quick because I believe it also restores. No, not regular restoration, lesser. Yeah, roll 1d4 and heal that many points of damage,
Strength or damage?
of strength damage.
Oh, strength damage. That's not a D4. That was an 8. I got a 7.
Nice.
1. No, 4.
Okay, so you're back at full.
You're back to
Okay.
normal.
I never changed
Yeah, so
it.
I'm gonna try to remember this, but there's a lot of effects in Pathfinder that apply as you've already encountered so far this adventure. Ability point damage, but that isn't really a mechanic 5th edition, so Lesser Restoration doesn't do anything about that. However, in Pathfinder it does. It restores
So
1d4.
We'll add that.
So yeah, it's an added effect for Lesser Restoration. And then I think regular Restoration removes all ability damage, and then Greater Restoration, I mean, no point because Standard Read does all of it. But
Well, that was weird.
Just pull out Bearcat. Sif, could you do another detect magic on Bearcat?
Sure, you ask her after.
Detect Magic lasts for like 10 minutes, so she would
Oh,
still be able
yeah.
to see. Barricade is a magic item.
Yeah.
It very much is. It's like it's
Does
the
it tell you like if anything has changed on it?
Make a intelligence check, Sif, please,
I'm still wearing the
or
gauntlets,
Arcana
right?
if you have that
Yeah.
right.
We made sure you were still wearing the gauntlets.
That one.
That one.
so,
That looks the same as when you saw it last time before it got stolen.
Nothing changed.
Well,
Does it feel the same to me?
When you first picked it up, I told you how it felt different, which is to say, it felt more like itself,
Oh.
which is sort of a weird thing to say, but it's the best way I can describe it.
we
That's
have.
added something to this.
We
All right. Well, I mean,
All right.
That was weird. Let's go.
I don't know what to think of it, guys, but
I mean, you have to roll knowledge checks too to try and figure out what happened. But
I'll try.
I'll do the same thing.
For what kind of not like?
make what how would your character approach trying to figure this out with what you know?
I don't know. He's dumb.
Well,
That's the
then
wisdom.
RJ might not know.
Are we doing a wisdom roll?
It's like a knowledge check.
Any of us can do it.
Something that, I mean, make an argument for a skill. Like I'm not like
Survival.
Sure. Like maybe it's like
Make an
Poison Ivy
argument.
does
I
this.
feel like
Survival.
3 people could potentially kill us.
Ooh. 23.
Oh, shit, the bad.
Okay. You can think of some things that can cause blindness that are found in nature. Poisons,
I
sicknesses.
said survival, not nature.
I know.
Okay.
But survival is
Yeah.
also
I guess
like
Inherent.
first aid.
Let's
go.
Sorry.
I want to do a nature check.
Okay, make a check. 5. Yeah, I mean, you have no idea, Ben, but yeah, Baldy, you think it might be some sort of like physical sickness or poison that might be working its way through his system.
I want to do a religion check to see if there's any sort of
That's a good idea.
if I know of any kind of like magics or powers or
Sure.
ways that this thing can become more itself through
The Bearcat you're talking
Yeah.
specifically? Make a kind check.
it. But then I said religion.
We said religion. I'm sorry.
You
Okay,
did.
make a religion check.
Oh my God.
Jesus, I'm gonna use my inspo.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah,
Throw it on
nice.
the
I
table.
got a natural 1 again.
No.
Hell yeah.
14.
Oh, I thought that was
14
an
total?
18.
Hell yeah. It's a 10.
I I mean, similar to the altar that your friends were messing with yesterday.
Shut the fuck around.
Some items, some things are tied to their gods. Now, for Bearcat, it's not tied to a god. It's tied to a rune lord.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
This sword's more
Not that
powerful.
we know of.
Because it's more itself, because
The sword is more itself
the
now.
rune word is.
Or because of these goddamn books I have. And they enhanced it.
Or the sludge, or the
the whole mess of bullshit we've been going through.
Hey man, poison ivy.
Says the guy who.
I mean, yeah. When you dive it, Baldy, is that whatever's happening to him, it's still in his system. He used lesser restoration to remove the symptoms, but whatever is working through him is probably still there.
You're fucked, bud.
And you think he can probably work his way through it with enough time, or with the right help or the right magics. But right now he's still suffering from something.
Skip going
Is there any
back.
leftover deer from last night?
Weak.
I would
We
assume so.
could skip going back through
I'm
all
gonna
this
give
and try to follow
some-
the directions that one room told us to.
But then,
But I want to do this.
yeah.
And also, I mean, at that point, since you've got a roll, then next time you finish a long rest, remind me to roll again for that.
I want
That-
to.
whatever's
go
happening-
home.
Whatever's happening to Cladoro. Well, not me roll. Cladoro rolls, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna give the
It's not
wolf
gone.
some more.
You have to roll again
Hey,
for
man.
sleeping?
No,
Deer.
every time I look
Yeah.
around.
I pull Clodaro to the side. You
Do you think?
be like, I know you really, really want this sword, but I do think it might be in the best interest when we get back to turn it in. I don't think this in anyone's hands is a good thing.
Is this in the group or just to him?
I took him to the side.
Oh, okay.
Do you think it being in that council's hands is a better idea?
I was about to be real sassy.
I mean,
Or we find a way to completely destroy it.
or what if we,
What if you don't sleep with it? What if you...
yeah,
Oh,
what if we troubleshoot? What if we
Like
I
somebody watches
unattuned to it, I
and
put it in
away
a
from
chest
them?
and see what happens.
Yeah.
Is it sleep specifically though?
He did say remind him every time he sleeps.
Yeah.
No. Oh.
I probably my character.
And we
would know
did
that.
see nightmares when we got stabbed with that.
Nightmare.
Oh,
Nightmare.
shit.
Because also, cause
Also, she's having
that
nightmares.
one's the sword where the killed all their members in their sleep. So
Yeah, that is
just to
true.
let you guys.
Oh yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, people.
The person that
The
didn't-
last person that held it
Huge fucking. Oh no.
murdered
it's
their
not.
entire
Oh.
party in their sleep.
It's a
Forever?
crag cat.
No, it was.
No, it was
like
before.
when it was still in the chamber before the person before
I'm
that.
sure there's one somewhere.
And what was the rune lord that had this sword? Is she dead?
Ruler of Pride.
Alasnus?
No, Lassus is Wrath. Pride
It's
is.
a dire wolf.
I was making me mad that I remember this.
Did you
I can see his face.
Dire.
Should we can we like?
No, don't do that.
I think we
somehow-
figure it out after we finish this dungeon.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
Well, that's
Somehow lock it up out here and keep it hidden, but I don't think there's any
Xandergold.
visibility to like, keep it hidden outside.
It does
I
more
was gonna
damage,
say,
I
do we
think.
really
Rune
want
Lord
to bring it
Xandergold.
into the dungeon?
Xander Ghoul.
Oh, God, fuck you. Fuck
That's
you.
the Bearcat?
However, like
Can we?
you became so much more cautious. You guys flipped.
I know. Yeah,
The runes are taking over my mind.
I had a near-death
I just
experience.
wanted to find out knowledge. I'm all about knowledge.
The runes are taking over my mind.
Anyway,
I'm gonna drown your bees. How about that?
Let's just finish this place, take it back.
I don't want you to have to spend a spell slot as soon as you wake up every day.
I like this sword a lot.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of like
Hey man, I'm just looking out for you.
if he wants to pay that price.
If you
he
want to
can
pay that price, that's all you.
And
I
he
can
is.
like, is there a way for
And
me
he
to, like,
did roll an 8. This is to the party. He did roll an 8, so it could get so much worse.
question?
Could get so much better.
Let's see.
If he rolls a nat 1, what's gonna happen?
Is there a
If he rolls
way?
an at 20, what's
Well,
gonna happen?
I rolled a nat 2 plus 6.
Even
Six?
still.
So I mean, I'll probably pass. I
I
have a
don't
plus
know.
6 to my
It's
save.
stupid because it's still infecting him, but you don't have to use that spell slot. I would say, is there a way to detect when it's gonna happen to him if I get up earlier before him? And so, but the only spell is guidance, but it's still infecting him. But he gets an extra like roll to his.
Yeah, guidance.
Extra, yeah.
Guidance
could
isn't the
watch
kind
it.
of thing that works for this. Guidance is like just like you can't like spend 8 hours of your day making a magical item and then right before you finish, like guidance, and then you suddenly get the last 10 minutes is slightly better, but like it's not going to affect the overall roll.
Okay.
Yeah, this is something that like is physically happening to him, and it's taking effect over the course of the whole 24 hours. The morning's just when the roll happens.
Oh, okay.
I get builds. All right, dude. That's all you.
I'm gonna feed more
So you
deer
gotta
to
time
the
him
wolf.
before he sleeps
Making their animal handling check.
every
18.
18. The wolf like approaches you and eats the food out of your hand without like trying to bite your hand off or anything. And he actually hold on. She
Ooh, pretty baby.
like takes time to like lick your hand clean of like the blood afterwards as well, and seems a little more docile.
I know.
I mean, this kind of like well, to clarify, I know you're not trying to domesticate the wolf,
Yeah.
but like that is a process that takes weeks.
Yeah.
So
I what I read online was years.
yes,
Yeah. That's why I was like, I'm not trying to domesticate it. I want to befriend it, if that makes sense.
yeah, like the kind of the best you can kind of hope for here is that like you take it off the leash and it doesn't, it doesn't run away, and maybe it approaches you for more food, but like, yeah, getting it to do what you want specifically.
Yeah, I don't want to get it to do what I want. I want it to.
Well, like if RJ's, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I want to get it to not attack us, essentially,
Yeah.
and maybe follow us.
Gotcha. Okay.
And if
that
The way
that,
the OG
that is
wolves-
something that could feasibly happen.
Yeah.
I mean, you think you'd have a hard time getting it to follow you underground, but yeah, well, deep underground, down staircases and ladders and stuff. But you know, some wolves will enter caves, so it's not entirely unreasonable.
I'm gonna tie it to my waist.
oh shit.
Right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Sure, you get enough deer for.
that's just gonna tie some deer to it.
Okay. I mean, you're
To your
able
waist.
It doesn't, especially if you do that like while you're feeding it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're able to get a leash around it effectively.
Okay. Cool.
And I pack some extra deer on me.
Okay. It seems to be following you for the time being.
Is that a buck that I killed?
You killed two.
Yeah.
I'm wondering about the one that we cooked.
Well,
I know.
it's a girl. It was a doe.
About the one on the altar.
That buck. You could have switched those if you wanted to.
I kind of, yeah.
Okay, do that. You do that. Yeah.
Take them antlers.
Yeah, I'm gonna make myself a crown.
So you has a buck.
He has buck meat. Yeah.
Oh, meat. Yeah, duh. Okay.
And I'm gonna make myself a crown.
Okay.
Yeah. I asked, is there any deer left over? Like we ate a 200-pound animal.
Yeah, I'm like I don't know how hungry RJ was, but I assume there's some left.
Is there any deer left of this 200-pound animal that we killed 7 hours ago?
probably
You fed it all
eat
to the wolf.
10
Gotta
pounds
hang
of
up
meat.
some and hope for jerky later if we come back around.
Ooh, should I keep it? Should I find a way with the running river to make a spit and it keep turning and cooking?
It's a mage hand.
I mean, you have an artificer with you.
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
Hey, you wanna look at
got a guy
get
that
us some
builds.
jerky?
I look at it and go, yeah, it's not possible.
Yeah, that's not possible.
Listen, man, modern science has only come so far.
I'll fucking try
Wait,
it.
who was on watch duty when I woke up?
Me.
Okay, so you're like on my shit list, and you're like, you don't know that.
Wait, why is he?
I'm mad at, I think it's him.
I woke you up.
Oh.
I came to your aid.
Well, I mean, you
You're
realize
like,
that
no way
in
it's
retrospect, you
there,
realize
Jack.
that it was never a nightmare. You
He
woke up and
refuses to believe
assumed
that.
I
that
know.
your complete lack of vision must have been a nightmare.
Very interesting.
And then
Yeah.
realized that no, you're just blind.
Right now, I'm
I saw you
No,
freaking.
you're just
I saw you
blind.
freaking out, and I was like, hey.
right now I'm convinced any of you three could potentially kill me in my sleep. So
Whoever smelt it dealt.
Or
it,
the
maybe.
wolf.
What did I do?
no, just the
Oh.
We did sacrifice a deer to a demon lord.
no. I'm kidding. I'm just confused.
They don't
You knew
know
that,
that.
story, right?
What do you
They
mean?
know we
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
we
We're
walked
all
into a room with a deer
They
and we
just
didn't
weren't-
walk out of it.
They just weren't there.
Ben was so focused on his penny, he didn't see anything.
Wow! Look at what I can do.
All right,
Where'd everyone go?
Okay, cool.
let's do this.
Let's do this.
Are you rotisserie it?
He said no.
That's not
Okay.
possible.
Well,
That's just not possible.
okay. Going inside.
Are you sure you guys want to go in again? We could make
Yeah.
deer jerky with our wolf friend.
We gotta go put this gem that I don't want to put in the mouth into the mouth and see what happens.
We could also just leave it at the altar and hope that it negates the sacrifice you did to
No.
a demon lord.
Yeah, I know. Nothing happened.
Man, am I tempted to grab that gem? But I don't.
It can't surprise me.
That is oh, I see what you're saying now. I thought you were just joking before.
No,
you
you
literally
literally
can't
can't
be
surprise
surprised.
me.
Can't. Yeah.
I love I mean, this is not how it works, but I love the idea that like you steal it from him and are just like, I knew you would do that. I'm not surprised, bruh.
Damn, I want to play that out. 'Cause I got me a plan of what I would do, but I'm not gonna do it.
I'll kill you.
I'll kill you. Yeah, that'd be
I
kind of
told
dope.
you.
I know that'd be kind of dope.
Sim's like, I fucking do
It's a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah, this
All right.
campaign would go wild.
You guys re-enter. Where do you head to?
Well, we passed the deer on the altar.
Yeah.
Anything different than yesterday?
I mean, it's all the blood that has come out of it over the time it's been sitting there. Is not like still sit. It's not like just standing on the stone. It seems to have been soaked up. But other than that, the deer doesn't look like anything different than you would expect.
Right.
Okay.
Keep the truck on.
I carved the wrath rune into it as we passed by.
Into the deer.
I try and take the
Jesus
gem
Christ.
from him.
I don't let you.
Damn it!
You can make a.
I know. I'm trying to think what to do. I try to persuade him to give me the gem to hold on to it.
No.
17.
What's your argument? Why should he give it to you?
You've really, what do you call it? Endangered yourself with the sludge in the jar, with the blank in the jar, with the bloop in the jar. You've got this
Hands.
wolf. You've got elf hands on you. Maybe I should do the gem thing. Ben doesn't really take risks that often. I'm willing to take this one for you, buddy.
You tried to set the boat on fire.
Yeah, you kind of did that.
That was the one risk he tried to make.
Almost. I stopped you.
You tried to throw the explosive into the gangster's house.
You don't know that.
Yes, we
Does
do.
He was invisible when he did it.
That was.
I think.
Yeah.
But it did fall and then not go off.
And-
We've all... Okay, so we're all glass house here.
Yeah, exactly. Glass house. Let me keep the gem.
I'm not trying to convince you to give it to me. I'm trying to convince you to give it to me for your safety.
And for our
Because you're in
safety, I'm
jail.
not going to give it to you.
Can I try? Can I roll sleight of hand to try and take it? Even though he's not surprised.
Oh, how does that even work?
You can't
I do a coin trick behind his ear to distract him, not surprise him, and then take the gem.
Well, that's why I said how that works. 'Cause you can see it.
So, like, in combat, RJ would get to act in the surprise round because while he wouldn't know he's about to get ambushed, when it does happen, he's just like, oh shit, I'm ready.
It's like a Peter Tingle.
Kinda.
What's it called? Your
If you sleight of hand someone and they don't even notice, is that even a surprise?
Right. Stop saying that. But I mean, I was going to say that this gem, RJ has said, or Jacob has said that it's in his backpack. You're not carrying it openly, like on your waist or something.
Oh yeah, that's
And
true.
it's
So it's hard. It's hard to get to without him noticing.
There's a whole thing of books on top of it.
Yeah.
I could use a dagger at the bottom. Try and cut a
Oh my god.
Slice
How
it.
many
Slice
gems
up.
does it have,
Slice open the bag of holding.
It's not in the bag of holding. It's in your knapsack. Isn't
Yeah.
It?
Oh,
You're gonna stab him with
You have
a bear
that
cap
holding.
and he'll go blind.
I mean, yeah, I'm going to say that, like, not being surprised doesn't make you immune to being, like, pickpocketed. So I think he gets to roll.
Sleight of hand.
But it's a disadvantage. Make a perception check.
Nope. 6.
12.
Okay. Doesn't mean he gets the gem. That just means...
it goes unnoticed.
Yeah, so... Your approach is to cut a hole in the bottom of his backpack? Is that what
What?
you're doing? Or are you going from the top?
To go under the books that are on top of everything.
Okay.
So whatever level, so not necessarily the bottom, but just
All my
like
valuables are gonna spill out everywhere.
under the,
So-
try and
How
just cut a
tall are
little
you
opening,
versus
not
how
like
tall is
tear
you?
it.
I'm much taller.
So while RJ is carving the Rune of Wrath into
So you
this
have to like
deer,
climb on top of you.
Ben, behind him, cuts a hole into the bottom of his backpack, attempting to get to this gemstone. That's what he knows is in there. As he does so, having not rolled very well, several things fall out of the bottom of RJ's backpack and fall on the ground, somehow escaping RJ's notice. Everyone else does notice. Like, you guys all see, like, his flint and tinder just, like, hit the ground and bounce down the staircase, or, like, the steps leading up to the altar. And
I sort of look at him. Just keep going.
let's say, how much stuff is in your backpack?
I can read you exactly what's in my backpack. I keep a very accurate list.
You don't need to read it to me. Can I just see
Yeah.
vaguely what's in there?
A lot.
It's like an essay.
Okay. So there's probably like
What's shitty?
What I
All
did
of
in
those
there?
are falling.
Yeah.
I know. Like, whoops. That
um,
looks like it's from home.
roll a d20.
A lot of them are small
18.
jars and stuff.
What's the 18th item in your list?
And he doesn't notice.
It's not the amethyst crystal.
I know. And
One,
RJ doesn't.
two,
notice.
three.
Everyone notices, but RJ.
6. Do I count the 15 fart bombs as?
You can skip things that would be like that wouldn't have come.
He just gets
that
a
wouldn't
fart
go with
14.
I'm glad.
Red glowing gem from the bookcase.
it. Gets the other gem.
The gem that does nothing, that's just the red glowing gem?
Is it? But they're both red, right?
No, the
Amethyst was
amethyst.
purple.
Oh, the amethyst. Okay.
And then I have a jar of the remainders that
That's
from the.
fucking unlucky still, though.
I know, it's my fate. That's the one I really wanted. I would have.
Well, you find a gemstone. It's not the one you were looking for. You're like, yes, let's go.
It's in a jar.
Wait.
No,
Wait.
this is the one I found on the bookcase after I got smoke shade in my
And
life.
I know that. I know what. Which
I was
one it
gonna
is.
say,
I mean,
can
if
you
you're
roll?
looking, if you're looking for the purple one, you got
Yeah,
the red one. Now you can roll at disadvantage again to keep looking, but make a perception check, RJ.
Oh fuck. With sleight of hand again.
Yeah.
19.
8.
At a disadvantage. That you said 8.
I mean, yeah, right. 19.
19.
So
So he
it's-
notices, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you feel a little tugging in your backpack, and you turn around to see.
Do you remember?
Do I still have the red gem already though?
Yeah, you have the red gem.
Yeah. I would have pocketed it and then kept going.
Sure.
Do you remember at Lutheran West
Oh my
Oh,
god.
no.
you tripped into me
Yes.
and I turned around and I smacked you in front of God and the entire student body as hard as I could, and you had a handprint on the side of your face
Completely
for an entire day?
Unwarranted, yes.
Same thing. I know it's you, rifling through my shit. She was rifling through my
That's a legitimate fear. She was rifling through my shit.
She's rifling through my shit.
You are surprised.
And I like.
Oh, let's go.
This is what I did in high school. I switched my hips before I turned my upper body, so I had a full
rotation.
yeah, and I hit him as hard as I fucking can.
Make an attack roll at it.
Oh no!
Please give him advantage.
Yeah. He's. But
I mean, I have a +6 to my unarmed strike.
And Ben is surprised, so I'll say advantage. Sure.
So 20, a 20.
20. That hits. Roll damage.
It's just 4.
Okay. Yeah. He's 4 points of unarmed damage. Unarmed strike damage. It was just a.
What would that do to me?
I mean, you take 4 damage and you have a glowing red mark on your face.
What did you take? I'm gonna use
A
intimidation.
little bit of damage. A little bit of HP is what I took.
I'm gonna try and intimidate.
Sure.
her. 13 or 11.
Roll insight, I guess, is what. Well, yeah. So be.
Yeah, 20. So 24.
Well, I'm not sure what you should have rolled there, but you rolled in that 20, so.
I'm gonna look through all my shit then.
I mean, you immediately notice that a hole has been cut in the bottom of your backpack.
Do I realize the red gem's not in there?
I would say yes, considering it's particularly in your mind right now and what he was talking about.
Just found it.
Give me the red gem back.
The red face?
The red gem.
Yes, my face is as red as a gem. You slapped the shit out of me.
I'm gonna grapple him and put him back up on the altar.
Dicks.
Oh shit! Both of you make an athletics check for RJ. Make either an athletics check or an acrobatics check, whichever is better
We just watch him.
for you.
I'm just like,
19.
22.
Oh, so he was it acrobatics?
Acrobatics.
Yes, he slips away before you can get a good grip. You like grab his shirt, but he twists and it pulls out of your grip.
I'm gonna chase him.
I didn't say I run, but I do.
Oh boy. I mean, I roll initiative, I guess.
Oh my god.
10.
Everyone place yourselves.
I'll roll.
Yeah, you all roll. Unless you have no intention whatsoever of being
I have
involved in
zero intention of getting involved with this.
I rolled an 11. Did you roll a 10?
Yeah, but I can't be. Well, it's
23.
combat. I'm initiating it.
this. Okay. All right, so 23, 11.
Where do you want to be?
11.
Sorry, 23, 11. What was RJ?
10.
10 and Eric?
7.
7. So it's Sif, Baldy, Sif, Ben, RJ, Kadaro.
I rolled an 11 and I'm second. That's
So
crazy.
Sif, are you doing anything, or you just stand by?
Cast fireball.
I mean, you haven't done anything so far.
I'm gonna cast Hold Person on RJ.
Oh shit, an RJ?
My lady.
I will slaughter you all in this fucking room.
Her dreams,
I will
man.
slaughter
Where's
you
her
all.
dreams?
I will slaughter you all in this room.
I tried to mob
What is my wolf doing?
once.
I'm rolling
Well,
initiative
if you
as well.
stop, he stops running.
15. My initiative is 15.
So you're next.
Everyone put yourself. Where do you want to be?
Everyone play yourselves.
I'm trying to get this thing going.
I was gonna be here
The wolf is way too big.
next to
Yeah.
The altar.
Where the numbers at?
Here somewhere.
I'm fine where I'm at.
Careful.
You're going to take initiative notes?
I will.
I love it.
Is your guy in? Your echo?
No.
He's not out yet. Okay, so yeah, Sif is guessing whole person. Is that what you're casting? You have that now?
Yeah.
I'm surprised we haven't fought each other.
You have that now?
Any of us, you mean, or me and you specifically?
Okay.
Any of us.
All right. I
Me
believe
too.
it's a wisdom saving throw for RJ.
I thought me and Baldy might fight for a minute.
On the ship, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
I was ready to slap the fuck out of you.
A
What's
wisdom
else is
saving
that?
throw?
Yeah.
8.
You are paralyzed. That takes us to anything else, Sif?
Stop.
Who are you saying that to?
Both of them.
Both of them?
Give him back his gem.
If he gives me back the gems, I
Exactly.
stop.
No running away.
I mean, Baldy, RJ can't talk right now.
Oh, I can't respond.
I don't think so. I think
Paralyzed. That
means
means you can't do shit.
Sorry, I
move.
didn't know it did that much.
Yeah.
You don't know.
You're incapacitated. You cannot move or speak. You automatically fail strength and dexterity saving throws. Disadvantage or advantage against attacks against you.
Everyone gang up on me.
Okay, that takes us to Baldy.
What was
I
it? that
literally
you
just-
casted?
Hold person.
Disengage and step backwards.
Okay.
Be like, dude, I don't want anything to do with any of this. And you, give him the fucking gem back. With persuasion.
I mean, yeah. Sure.
He carved the rune wrath in the fucking
I
deer.
understand he's a little fucked up right now. I get it.
Uh-huh.
We'll deal with this in our own time.
Okay, chaotic good, remember. Chaotic good.
Is that good or bad? It's a demon.
It's wrath. It's a sin magic.
Persuasion.
What's good or bad, man?
No, I guess so. I was more just saying it to the whole group.
Oh,
Whoa.
You sure like wrath when I'm protecting you.
I dropped all of my d20s on the floor.
But the thing is, you didn't
Into
use
the table.
actual wrath. And actually, I don't. I don't like you cutting off
18.
the hands all the time.
Persuasion of
I
18.
mean,
Give him the fucking gem back.
doesn't mean you have to do it.
Right.
But he's being fairly persuasive, and how does persuasion or deception? And roll insight.
Not good. 7.
Okay. I mean, and so you mean that basically just means that his argument
It's better than yours.
that's better than his. It's that you see the earnestness and like the he's not trying to fuck you over here. He's just genuinely thinking this is what you should do in both of everyone's best interests is basically what that kind of equates to. But that does take us to you, Ben, I believe, with RJ and deck.
Fireball!
I had a completely different plan before he rolled persuasion. And I also, there's something like, Stefan's our DM in general, but also does all the work, and I don't want to be like a complete dick with what I wanted to do.
What did you want to do?
I want to know.
I want to know what you were going to do.
Well, I'm going to decide what I'm actually going to do first, and then I will tell you guys what I was going to
Maybe
Roll
I'll
it.
throw you a little.
Roll it.
roll it. Like, let fate decide. Is that what you're saying?
Why not?
Name
It's
of
the
the
name of the
game.
game.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't I mean you're.
Oh.
Oh, you guys are all dead now.
No.
I've done that where I've let the dice decide when a character feels like they might do two or three different things. I'd roll for it.
Yeah. Okay. So
He
I
goes,
made,
nope.
I made that decision. Damn it! But he's still paralyzed, right?
Sorry.
No, but I rolled.
You're next. Could have cast it on him.
Because, well, you'd be beating him
Yeah.
into a pulp.
That's what my
You
mind-
could have persuaded me.
Yeah.
I put the gem on his chest, and I take a spot behind Baldy.
You put the gem on whose chest?
Oh,
I'm
I'm sorry.
standing.
Oh, I thought you were prone.
No, he's standing, kind of just paralyzed. Yeah.
Okay, then I tuck it back in his backpack,
And it
I
falls
go
right
behind-
back up.
I go behind Baldy.
No, there's too much stuff in there preventing from falling straight out.
I've been waiting to use that one. I didn't think it would be like.
On him.
No, I know that was great.
And
It was
and then
perfect.
You move behind Baldy.
Yeah.
Okay, that takes us to RJ. How does RJ feel with that development.
Mad, but I'm not gonna attack anyone.
Okay.
I can take it.
Can I roll to be unparalyzed?
Yeah, at the end of your turn, you make another
I
roll.
was gonna say I'm gonna take my concentration away with his reaction to that, if that's possible.
You use your reaction to.
No.
No, like
Just
my
takes
the
the
spell's
concentration off of RJ.
Oh, that's usually something you do on your turn. Yeah, I would say probably something you do on your turn. RJ.
I can't communicate at all that I would not attack anymore.
Right.
Yeah, I did this in good faith. And red face.
You. Oh boy.
Think here. I'd like to use the rest of my turn to shake out some of the pee that I peed in my pants.
In your paralyzed state, the room, in your anger, that is beginning to fade as your gems return to you, as it begins to, like the red around the edges of your vision begins to fade, and you begin to calm again, going, okay, got the gem back. And you're sort of beginning to calm down. You hear a voice that just simply says, "No, you're so close. More blood, more blood," and and runes are forced into your mind, and you realize that if you wanted to, you could accept the offer and basically use one of your runes, taking advantage of the wrath inside of you, and break free of this whole person spell on you and hurt someone. Or you could continue to resist. But
He's gonna roll die.
Wait. Put me behind Baldy, because that is what I...
Wait, so what?
the choice is yours.
What triggered this voice in his head? Yeah.
Well, RJ thinks he saw the deer's mouth moving in the altar.
Yes!
It's just talking to
Oh, this is such a hard decision.
Did I notice this? It's all on
It's all in his head. You don't see any of this.
Okay.
It's all on video that you
And
guys
right
made
when
me
she-
to be the asshole.
sorry.
Right when you drop his concentration, that's when it all happened at once.
No, I was like,
No,
She
she
hasn't
can't.
dropped.
You're
Yeah,
right,
she has
you're
not
right.
dropped
because
But
You're right.
I wasn't like, I was like,
RJ's mind is full of
That would have been it.
these runes he's been studying, and just made a sacrifice to a god that grants knowledge and wants blood.
I know what I'm gonna do.
Should
For the
have
deer's
never
mouth.
rolled.
If do I know that if I accept these runes, I am in control of who I hurt?
Oh, that's
Yeah,
a great
you're in
question.
control of yourself, but you feel that the entity won't grant you the knowledge of how to use this rune unless it believes you have the intention of doing some damage here.
I do have the intent of doing some damage.
Okay.
You guys ready for this one?
Yes.
No.
I use the rune.
Okay. So
Knew it.
we'll
Y'all
have.
ready for this?
Which one are you? Who's next to you?
Me.
You.
Mm-hmm. It's not going to be directed at a person in the room.
Sure. However, double check something.
It's gonna fucking snap the wolf in half.
Oh.
No. Well,
I'm gonna. I have a really cool thing I want to do.
Okay. Sorry.
as you basically activate this rune to break this effect on you. The wolf and Baldy make a reflex save, please. That one. You take 6 points of force damage, and are thrown back 5 feet. The wolf passed his save, and wouldn't be pushed back. But even if he was going to be pushed back, the rope that ties him to RG would keep him from being forced more back.
You said 5 or 6?
I think 5.
I 6 damage. I get pushed 5.
Yes,
Yeah, that's
right.
that's what it was.
As RJ sort of screams through this effect on him, and you just snap through this effect on you, go ahead.
I'm gonna take the bleeding dagger. I'm gonna stab it into the deer, knife point up, like handle into the deer.
Okay.
I want to grapple the wolf and like it onto the altar.
Make a handle animal check at advantage.
That's badass.
Actually, well, yeah, do that first.
13, 19.
Okay, so the wolf doesn't sense your hostility towards it, and you pick it up, and then realizes what's about to happen to it too late as it slams into the dagger. Oh my god. Bleeding out further, and blood again splatters out every direction. The wind picks up more as dust sort of like gets pulled in from outside, and the altar, you swear, glows slightly red as the blood is once again soaked into it.
He sees it red, or we all see it glow red?
You all see it.
Yeah. We swear it could glow red.
So subtle, you think you miss it, that it just like, and then fades again. And then you just hear a fading in your head. Yeah. And then nothing.
Don't steal my shit. Truce.
Are we still in initiative? Or
Well,
this kind of
that was RJ's turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
That you're in Cladaro's next.
I guess I was. Yeah.
I mean, is anyone going to do anything in their turn?
Yes. Well, I'm gonna cast a spell.
Okay, so RJ says that
Mhm.
at you, offers truce,
Mm-hmm.
but he uses actions, so his turn is spent. Cladaro, do anything?
Yeah, I'm just gonna move right next to RJ, Cladaro.
Aww.
Yeah.
That's heroic.
And then, where's you? Oh, you're in the corner?
Yeah, I'm in the corner.
My robot's gonna go next to Ben. That's
Aww.
hold my action. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not a trigger.
Hold your action.
I'm just gonna use a reaction if something happens.
Use your reaction to what?
If something happens, I'm gonna use a reaction.
Okay, so you're good. Sif. Then Baldy. Or Ben.
It is Baldy though, isn't it?
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, yeah, Baldy.
Because you rolled
I forgot you.
later.
I notch an arrow pointed at RJ's head.
Oh shit. This is fucking crazy.
Are you holding an action?
I'm gonna talk to him first.
Okay.
I don't either.
Then we go to Ben.
I cast invisibility. And I slip past the robot. And actually, yeah, just right on the other side of where I was. Like in the corner,
yeah.
but on the other side of the wall. In
I
the
see,
room,
I see.
yeah. Because I figured
That door opens still, probably.
yeah, I guess I try to open the door first.
Um,
Does that still count as an action?
it's your interaction for the turn. So you get that for free, isn't
Right.
anything else.
Okay, so yeah, then I do that.
So you open the door, you go in there, and you do what else? Is that it?
Yeah, and I just kind of tuck in that corner.
Okay. Are you trying to hide, like stealth? Roll stealth with advantage, and don't tell me what it is. Just just remember it.
Advantage or disadvantage?
Advantage because you're invisible.
Right.
And then we RJ.
Wait, can I say what I was going to say?
Oh yeah, as long as it's like within like a 6 second. Like we're still in initiative, so no like long conversations. But you can say a quick bit, a couple seconds worth.
I'm trying to think what I want to say.
That's okay. Take a second.
Um,
Think about what Baldy would say.
I'm sorry. Our last session ended with like in a bright light of daylight comes at you. I'm like, dude, this is gonna be the chillest session, man. We're just gonna hang out.
Hey, cause I could prep sessions like this all day.
You think we would like lose our mind on each other with like the endless bottomless maze, an enclosed space with no sunlight. You know?
No, right, yeah, right. It was a healthy long
RJ,
sleep.
what did you just do?
Do I respond?
You can. Even though it's not your turn, you can do it. Talking is a free action as long as it remains reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you got that arrow notched at me?
I deeply regret doing what we did earlier. I did not think it through. I just wanted the knowledge.
Why do you got that arrow notched at me? I was ready to de-escalate. I offered a peace treaty. You
To him.
You notched an arrow at me.
Baldy, the deer speaks to you
Oh no!
Okay.
and simply says, "Your boon awaits. More blood? More blood. Do it."
We don't even know this.
Not now, dear man. And I put it down.
Oh damn.
Anyway. Dear man.
Dear man.
That pissed him off for sure.
Yeah, I don't know if that.
You say that, and the deer goes, says, "Oh, I'll be waiting."
Anyway.
That takes us to.
Radio stuff.
So that was like retroactively on your turn and
Yeah.
stuff. And then we're at RJ's.
We thought the bear cat was the worst thing we had going on.
And you put the arrow down?
Yes.
Sorry.
I think we're out of initiative.
Yeah, I'm done.
Don't try and fight me. Don't steal my shit. Those are the 2 rules.
Ben's invisible.
I say that to everybody.
You would have noticed the
Noted.
door opened, but yeah.
It seems like this demon's getting the best of us right now.
Yeah, I don't think we should have messed with that, dude.
I don't know. I got a pretty powerful thing right there. And I didn't hurt anybody here.
Power isn't always everything. I didn't like the way he said that.
So yeah, basically you have a new rune ability that lets you, we'll say, use a bonus action to break free of a paralysis effect.
Use a bonus action to break free of what?
A paralysis effect.
Okay.
And when you use it, and it might also be other like movement impairing effects. We have to look what else there is. And when you use it, it basically does force damage and pushes back things around you.
Oh my god, that's pretty fucking cool.
How many times can I use it? Just whenever I have the paralysis effect?
I guess so, yeah. I mean, there's probably a limit per day on it, or
Now you
short
can't
rest,
use it on him
in
anymore.
line with your other runes. But yeah,
Okay, sick. And I don't need to like carve or anything. That's just like a... Because technically I only know 3 runes at a time.
I know. This
Yeah.
is going to be... I was thinking about forcing you, if you wanted to do this, to replace one of the runes you know. But I think we're going to give you a 4th rune slot that is basically a wrath slot.
Oh shit!
I'm about to be covered in wrath on fucking everything.
Oh
He's
my
gonna cry.
gosh.
He's gonna cry.
Or I
He's
guess,
so happy.
or maybe we'll call it a sin rune spot. Not necessarily wrath. Okay, there are other runes.
So now you're telling if you weren't carving on that stone and you didn't try to steal from RJ, you would not have gotten the rune?
He could have gotten something. I mean,
Because I cast a
Go on.
spell too.
he with enough time and study and effort, he may have been able to engineer this rune himself. But the god gave it to him in this moment when he needed it, as a thank you.
Demon Lord, yeah.
Poor dog.
I also fed him a lot of
Do you
knowledge
keep it to
earlier
yourself for
against
that?
my better judgment.
It was. I mean, yeah. The
Just
god
whether
didn't,
I say you're welcome.
the god didn't give him something he couldn't have gotten on his own. The god just sped it along in the moment that he needed it.
What I do say to the party is,
said.
I now know what the wrath rune does.
good.
Shake
I
the
don't
pee
know.
off my other pant leg now.
In the other room.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I'm gonna ask one favor of you, RJ. Whatever you do, don't put more blood on this altar.
That
You
noise
say what's
plays. That noise plays, and I don't say shit.
I like what they said about
Yeah, you just hear that noise out of nowhere.
I'm a gnome too, and a wolf.
You didn't say anything.
I don't either.
I take the dagger out, put it back on my waist, and walk through the door.
Okay.
All right, folks.
Let's go.
Clang, 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 clang.
Yeah.
As something else falls out of your backpack.
Clay, can you fix this backpack for me?
Actually, yeah, I can. I think I have a cantrip.
Behind
Prestidigitation.
crop dust
Mending.
again.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm using mending on.
Yeah, very quickly fixes it up.
And I gather up all the shit that fell out.
Yeah.
I walk over to Ben.
Who's invisible.
You can't see him.
Are you
And
still,
I rolled stealth.
I mean,
He's still.
Are you still invisible?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'll pull out the
And
amethyst.
still in stealth.
I'll pull out the amethyst.
Uh huh.
If you really fucking want it, you can carry it.
I mean, he says this to the room at large.
Yeah.
And you see that, and I do not, and you hear no response. Unless, yeah.
All right.
Must have worked. Do we notice pee on the ground in the next room?
Is there a puddle of
Is there a puddle of piss under him?
Oh,
Roll for puddle of piss.
What was the other thing you were gonna do?
I would have been better off doing this. I was gonna dash out of the room and get as close to the river as I could, and then eventually see if there was any like logs around or anything, and jump into the river. Hightail it out of there.
Oh my god.
Fuck that.
I was that I rolled a 9.
That's what.
And
That's
then
what that was.
I rolled a 9. 10 or above was gonna be that. And then when I rolled give the gem back, then I rolled again. 10 or above was going to be do it. 10 or above was do it petty in a petty way.
Yeah.
And I rolled a 9 again. That's why I was like, damn it!
Which is interesting.
Fate, man.
I know.
10 or higher is a 55% chance, not 50-50.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
So
stupid.
this is more interesting than it.
I think in the moment, you're right. I said it wrong. I think in the moment. I'd like to think in the moment if I rolled a 10, I would have known that, but I might not have.
All right.
Good stuff.
We going? Ben, wherever you are, you coming?
Nothing.
Okay.
I walk in the room.
Okay.
And I step in front of RJ and I take the lead.
Okay. Get hit first for shit. That's fine with me.
Where do you all head?
Back down.
Back down.
Just backtrack back.
So we don't need any of this, right?
Where
No, we
are
gotta
you
go
heading
through.
anywhere into this?
Just
Through?
yeah.
You're heading back down to the gauntlet, basically? Right?
Yeah, back to that room to put this gem in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Back to the gauntlet.
We have to go past
Um,
the poltergeist again.
Yeah, the
We gotta-
poltergeist.
Do we have to clear
Everybody's
this?
brand new people then too.
Is the other one beneath it?
It may be.
Yeah.
believe so.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
So we'll have to clear that, yeah.
Do you follow us?
Hasn't come to that time yet. You have no idea what I could do.
I'm putting more blood on that fire altar.
Yeah, we know, because you didn't
Well,
promise.
I figured wrath. I think I need to figure a new.
He did. He
Emotion.
did change it to sin. Sin rune. Sin magic.
Yeah.
What did you call it? A sin.
A sin, like a sin rune slot, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sin magic slot. There's not ways
A
to
sin slot.
say it.
Sin slut.
Yeah, but it could be. Yeah, it could. There are other runes. There could be a pride one. There could be, all 7
Right.
sins, and they
Yeah,
are all associated to a school of magic. So
Yeah, but we
whatever-
weren't really doing
This one has an evocation effect where
Right.
it does damage,
Mhm.
pushes you back like force. Lust has enchantment. You charm person,
Yeah.
or something in that vein. That check if he
cool
finds
fun
like
right
some
now.
sort of book of lust magic. basically.
Right.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know why. In that moment when that whole scene broke down, that picture in my head was like what like a title would be, like something like that on a wall for a campaign. It's like you're like carving a rune, you're cutting his hole in his backpack. We're all like,
I
we're
have
all-
an arrow to his
yeah.
head. Yeah.
Dude, that's cool.
I'm just shocked if my robot and
Yeah.
Sif is paralyzing you.
That is.
It's just like
That is
chaotic
pretty
as
badass. Yeah, chaotic.
So everyone went down, right?
Well, the 4 of them did, as far as I'm aware. yeah.
Right. I don't follow them.
Yeah, okay.
I leave.
Where do you go? I
Um,
mean, if you want to say it out loud, you can message me. But
yeah, I'm gonna do that.
okay. Well,
Okay,
How-
we're
how-
going
how-
into the gauntlet.
how long does
now.
invisibility last?
I think an hour.
Okay. And what was your stealth check?
23.
23. Okay. Yeah, the rest of you make your way downstairs.
We come out here, right?
Yeah, the poltergeists point out like a clock on the wall, telling you to clock out. And you all make your way past them.
Yeah, we go, oh, forgot. We all punch out.
I'll punch out.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
And you arrive back at the room with the open mouth skull
Alright,
and the.
I send my ghost through there first, just to make sure.
Yeah, I forgot.
Oh, yeah.
Just so you know, I pictured it.
Explosions do.
Ensue.
Yes.
Classic.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say I pictured like when I did it, like I broke free and pushed everyone out, and like stabbed the knife in, and made it look like I was kind of going for Baldy bend someone, and quickly turned it like. Did the like so like there was a moment of like
Right.
oh fuck
When the piss happened.
Dagger.
When the piss happened.
I stabbed like the hilt of the dagger through the
man.
deer and picked the wolf up and like impaled it on top of it.
That's kind of how I wondered. So how in your mind did you take the dagger out? Because like it's just a dagger, right? So it's like sticking out of the deer, and then you put the whole wolf on it.
Still
Yeah, but it didn't go through the like. There's probably like a little
Hilt.
like the hilt. I stabbed the handle into the deer,
Right.
and there's like a hilt, so there's a space. So I just
Like
kind
in
of
between, just like yeah. It's kind of what I thought.
left it still all bloody as fuck.
So I almost, as we were walking past it, I almost went and like apologized to the deer.
Yeah.
Did you apologize to the deer?
No.
Yeah.
That happened. I didn't.
Okay.
But it was.
My whole plan the whole time, I was gonna say I carved the wrath in the night before, but I was like, no, it's better. I'm gonna wait for when we walk past it going back in.
That's badass, dude.
I was like when we killed the deer, I was gonna say I carved wrath into it as we were killing it, and I was like, no, I'm gonna do it again.
I would have laughed immediately if you had done that. I'd be like, I want no part of this.
Okay, Stefan.
Okay, seems clear. Do we just walk or should I send the robot
Okay.
out? Or just walk. Like
Gotcha.
Last time.
Yeah. So sorry, you guys. The thing goes down. Explosions go off, and you are able to sort of follow it afterwards again.
Where were in these notches here?
Statues, right?
We didn't check
Statues.
it at all.
Yeah.
so.
Can you guys do a quick investigation check for anything mechanical, moving? Like
Yeah. So those statues are raised off the ground. Yeah. Okay.
where's the fireball? Like what exploded? Can you tell where the explosions came from? When I saw my ghosts. The echo?
It doesn't. It seems like they just erupt from the ground itself, making, sounding as if, like. Yeah, like ever been at a bonfire and like water escapes from a piece of wood and it like makes that really high hissing that could almost be a scream.
Yeah.
Kind of sounds like that. That like something is screaming as these flames erupt. It doesn't really seem to be erupting from anything specifically like a hole in the wall. It does seem to be a magic-based trap, not like an oil igniting based trap. something more physical. And then the robes are the statues themselves are like robed warriors made of marble, and each one is like wielding like a ceremony, like it's like not made for actual combat, like reach weapon sort of thing. They're different kinds, like one's a ransor, one's a glaive, one like all similar flavor, and there's not much. They look undamaged, unlike some of the other ones you've seen. Make an investigation check.
12.
Well, yeah, I mean, you don't see anything about them
what
miss.
you're doing.
They almost seem to be a
I
distraction.
was, but then I'm like...
To have you miss the magic trap in this room.
Alright.
Go through.
We go through.
Okay.
I take out the amethyst and I look at Baldy and I go, I bet you're so happy we're about to do this. I stick it in the mouth.
Okay.
Regrets. So
It
regrets.
was a month and a half ago back.
So little time.
We're just like.
I straight up ignore him.
Wait, are we just like. If he's gone, he's gone.
He's gone. No,
Who's gone?
Ben.
The door
He
opens.
didn't come down with us. Shit.
Okay.
See, I fucking knew it. And I pushed past him.
See if there was anything else. You can move some of the papers. It's a very long hallway, going most of the way down.
Well done.
Send your guy through.
Yeah, sprint.
I thought you wanted to lead.
I should narrow down the hallway.
Your range is plenty for that. It sort of like, I mean, lands where you vaguely want to, skidding on the ground. Doesn't go too far, as it looks like much of the ground in this hallway has rubble, and those of you, the three of you that have dark vision, can see a corpse fresh in the hallway.
It does have rubble.
There is rubble in the hallway. Yes.
Where?
About 2/3 down by that second alcove on your characters, right?
That one.
Yeah.
Can you get a marker?
Dead body. Brown.
Dead body.
Can I inspect from where I am? I'm here.
Inspection would involve getting up and close personal.
Can I perceive?
I can run the mic.
Yeah, I'll probably
Go.
check.
12.
You're not able to discern much other than to say that, like I said before, that the body is not like, does not look like it's been here that long. If this was a, if it's been here a long time, it's been preserved by magic or something. But otherwise, it must be fresher.
A fresh contestant.
Can you send your?
Yeah, I'm gonna send my echo. You can only send it 60 feet away from me, I think.
60.
Maybe it's 30. I can't have my turn more than 30 feet from me.
Correct.
Okay. Well, nothing happens.
So I shouldn't even
Send your robot.
And that guy.
No, because it wasn't very far in last time where he set it off.
How far is that hallway? I guess about 120
It was
feet dark vision,
110,
right?
I think.
I have 60.
I have 120.
Okay. That's what I'm missing.
110 feet.
This is the hallway.
Yeah. To the other room. I don't know if there's a door at the end.
Yeah, that's what I'm checking. There is no door, so you can reveal a little bit more. But yeah, other than your automaton, Eric, having to balance slightly and be careful with its footing as it walks over all the rubble, nothing happens.
Okay, I push through.
There does seem to be a slight glow to the room at the far end of the hallway.
Can I like inspect as I'm going? Check for traps.
Make an investigation check.
15.
You don't detect anything that might trigger or move or react as you go down this hallway.
Then I start going.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go up to the body and check it out.
Now that you're closer to it, it's very obvious that it looks like it's wearing clothing similar to the other people you fought outside.
Oh, okay.
When you first arrived in this area, the ones that attacked you.
The religious zealots.
Yeah, those guys. It seems like one of their crew.
They're more like knaves, weren't they?
What's it?
Weren't they?
They were like barbarians. They were like wild, religious zealots, kind of.
Oh, that was a good word I used then.
Is anyone else following him?
That was good.
I'm gonna wait.
Okay.
I keep pushing forward.
Yeah,
then.
from here, Baldy, you're able to see that this next room here has a pool of water
40, 45, 50,
against the far
55,
wall.
60. This is as far as I can see.
Yes,
right now.
but
He said the room glows a little bit.
There's there's like some dim light in the room that you're able to make out now. There's some water.
It's another portal. I keep going.
Okay. As you approach, it looks like very similar to the room you found back in the forges. There is a portal-like setup against the far wall, although there is nothing in it. It is completely it's just stone.
I'll go ahead.
You do find a pool of crystal clear water. There are 2 5-foot walkways that you can see on either side that lead to iron slabs in the wall on each side. The one on the left is decorated. You guys will all be seeing this. So the one on the left is decorated with an inlay of a wizard casting some sort of fiery spell, while the one on this side is decorated with an inlay of a soldier wielding a ransword, seemingly like in the middle of a battle.
Wielding a what?
Like halberd-like weapon.
Okay.
And then there's some phrases in a Thessalonian etched into the stone above each of the slabs. And then between it is the archway that looks very reminiscent of the one you found in the forges, with lines of script on the walls just above the water's edge. Yeah.
Okay, well, Ben's not here. He can't read
I
that.
wish I could read this right now.
Not that you know of, anyway.
Yeah, Ben.
Ben, you here?
Here, boy.
A little puddle of piss forms on the floor. No, I'm kidding. Nothing happens.
I'm just gonna robot into this thing again.
I'll get in the I'll get in the water and walk towards the wall.
Okay. The water seems like water. Doesn't act any special way, and you're able to approach the wall without any issue. Nothing seems to happen.
Take out my stone carving tools. Carve. Fuck it. Worked so far. I'm gonna carve the wrath rune on the wall.
Okay. That'll take you a little bit of time.
Mm-hmm.
What are the rest of you doing?
Carve that shit.
He's cheering him on! Yeah, carve that shit, bro.
There's
Do
a
you have
door.
any fire spells?
What is that down there?
I don't.
Oh, I have the fire blade.
Try hitting the door with the fire blade.
Alright.
With
Like
This one.
this one?
It's a pillar, I think, technically.
Iron
Iron
slab.
slab.
Yeah.
So it's a door.
both sides?
It's gonna blow everyone up.
We don't know.
Yeah. Alright.
You do it?
While he's staying there?
That's fine. Do it.
I
Do
don't know if it's.
What is this for?
I'm gonna be angry as long as I know this is spell.
You're drunk. Drunk with wrath.
Yeah.
So it's just
And if I
normal.
learn lust, I'm
I don't
gonna
know
be
if
very
I don't think
lusty.
it's gonna do anything.
Oh,
Like,
very
wasting
lusty.
my
Now that one I'm
stuff.
looking forward to.
I don't
That's-
sleep with any of my women.
I don't think it's gonna do anything.
You don't think it's gonna do anything, so you won't do it? Fine, fuck it. I take out some meat and I fucking try to blow some fire on this door.
Do you have something that ignites the mead? Like,
Yeah, a match.
okay.
If there are
So
matches.
can we,
Something, I don't know.
anybody inspect
Someone
the door
has to
yet?
have.
Can we
Flint and
inspect-
steel.
Can I?
Yeah,
To a
you
torch.
could probably figure out a way to do
And
it.
a
A
torch.
torch, yeah.
I might decide to. I don't know. Can I investigate the?
Sure,
door,
yeah.
I guess.
Baldy's getting out some mead.
Because I might still do it. I just
No, that's fair.
because it's
That makes sense.
14. Because I only have one more spell slot for second level. I wasted the first one.
Um,
You didn't waste it. I learned something
Yeah.
fucking sick.
I mean, you take a look around. It doesn't. It seems designed to move, but you find no way to move it. There is no handle. It does seem to want to slide, like designed to slide up based on the like scratch marks on its front. Yeah, you see, you find no way to get it to move.
Can I detect magic?
Mm-hmm. So you assume you're casting it ritually, which takes 10 minutes. Technically 10 minutes and 6 seconds, which is a weird thing. But
Alright.
it takes 10 minutes plus the casting time of the spell, which is 6 seconds. That's the action. So
There you go.
Yeah.
so that's plenty of time for
6
you to
seconds.
make your mead fire, if that's what you'd like to do.
No.
Okay.
While she does that, though, I go to the other door and I pull out my short sword and try to hit the door.
Well, you hit it. Roll damage.
Wait, short sword is 1d8.
1d6.
I think it's a D6.
1d6 plus 3.
4 total.
Yeah.
You swing at the door, having it basically just like create some sparks as the metal hits metal and it sort of like bounces off. Nothing seems to happen. It doesn't seem like you actually did any damage to it, but now that you're this close to it, you do see numerous indications of like scratches and dents from other weapons that have hit this door.
Peacock.
Peacock!
It did work.
It's worked before.
That's Ben's pants.
Peacock. Nice.
Yeah.
That's the kind of bard I am.
Any gems?
No.
Like you think the door might be able to get damaged, but you'd have to hit it harder. That's all.
Did you say that out loud?
Me?
You just said you think the door might be able to get damaged. You just have to hit it harder.
RJ, come over here.
Am I done carving rat?
It's been at least 7 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, if you're so the safe is completed
Oh,
your spell
yeah.
then too. I'd say you're halfway done. So it's been like 5 minutes. Sif's halfway through casting the spell. He hit the door.
I come over.
You try to hit this thing as hard as you can.
You said it's like a pole arm.
It's a man holding a pole arm, like seemingly like about to like defend himself in battle.
You have
I
something.
pull
like
out my halberd and hit it.
Okay, roll damage.
Can I do great weapon fighting, or does that do anything? An extra
Sure.
D10?
Might as well.
Yeah. D10. Is this a 10? Yeah. Can't roll a 1 on damage rolls. 8 plus 4 plus 10, so 18, 22 damage.
You leave a very sizable dent, scratch, sort of gouge. That's what I was going for. A dent, scratch, aka a gouge, in the door, and then very quickly afterwards, the door just slides open.
What do I see down there?
You see a like 30-foot hallway that turns to the right.
Damn, I
wanted to see
Right.
multi-blow fire.
No. I didn't draw it.
Yeah. I'll walk down the hall.
Okay.
Look around the corner.
You see a 30-foot hallway that turns to the left.
Seems like a winding maze.
Come back for a sec.
Come back.
Okay.
I'm waiting on you for the thing. Your spell.
Oh, I'm waiting for the spell to be done.
Yep. So you guys wait another like 4 minutes.
I continue carving while we wait.
So about the time that she finished casting the spell, you finish the rune. I won't say it's make a blacksmithing check. See how clean it is.
Is that my 2?
No, I'm just doing
Is it plus my
magic, detect
proficiency?
magic.
Proficiency
Before
plus your
she-
strength. Yeah.
Hit it with the fire.
Yeah, because I feel like, I don't know.
Can't
Because
you?
I felt like it was going to be a damage thing. And I was just like, I might as well just throw my dagger then.
I think it has to be
Fire.
a
That one.
specific amount,
Weapon
a
or-
specific
Yeah.
type of damage. Yeah.
21.
That's
That's
my
pretty
guess.
good. Yeah, it's pretty clean. You were able to make not only like it's not just like a quick rough scratch. Like you actually have managed to carve the stone sort of more deeply than most people might be able to. Looks good. Nothing happens. I'm not sure if you were expecting anything to, but
Was doing it to see something, but not necessarily just
Mhm.
fuck it,
Just
try
making your
something.
mark everywhere.
and Sif, your spell finishes, and you're able to detect magic from both of these doors, as well as the magic pool, or magic from the pool, similar as you did in the last portal room. Of course, the door on the right is open still, and the
Yeah.
ceiling, but you can sort of see the bottom of it, and you kind of detect magic coming from it.
Are you back in this room?
Yeah, I came back in.
I'm gonna
Are you correct?
scoop up some water. Throw it at the door.
Throwing at the door or the portal?
The portal?
There's no the
thought
space
the-
Well,
where
I mean,
the
where the portal would be.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you throwing at the door or the wall in the center?
Or nowhere? Somewhere else?
So
Yeah, some other option.
I kind of want to do both now. I'll do the portal first.
All right. Ben, you feel the water hit your face. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. He's not there. It sort of hits the wall and just sort of trickles down.
All right, now at the door.
Same thing. Nothing seems to happen.
All
I
right.
think we need fire.
Now I'm gonna.
That was
You want
good.
me to try to fire? Don't you?
Yeah.
Because the other door had a symbol of the guy with a halberd, and that's what he used, and it opened. This one has a wizard shooting a fireball.
All right. I'll do my.
So you don't do the water on the slab.
I'll
She
do the
does.
fire.
She
blade.
does.
Oh,
She tries
water
fire
on both.
blade.
Just
Okay.
Try to stab at it.
For fire
Roll
blade.
damage.
Oh.
Nice. More dice. Nice.
Just. 16.
16.
Again,
16.
very
Sorry.
similar to the one. The door slides open.
Right?
God, we're smart.
You were right.
This
I
hallway
missed the part where
um,
the guy was holding, like, the
extends for maybe 45 feet before opening up into a larger room that those of you with dark vision, those of you with dark vision can see the hallway, but everyone can see that there's a room at the end of this hallway that has a glow coming from the left, illuminating part of the floor, which seems to be like different and green.
Where do you guys want to go?
Let's
I kind of want to go see where this goes and then go back.
flip a coin. Let's just go. Let's see what we open first.
Wouldn't you like to flip a coin now?
Wappen, heads.
Mhm.
Prinz von
Which one's which?
Prinz Eugen von Savonien. Tails.
Weapons.
So Wappen is
Forward.
right, Tails is left.
Up and
Right. You go right.
What did I do?
Huh?
Or is it that the hallway you open first? Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you all go down the hallway together?
What
Yeah.
could go
Yeah.
wrong? It's all going down this 5-foot hallway.
So as I said, it turns right, then turns. So it comes this way for 30 feet, turns that way for 30 feet, then comes back this way again, this time for probably 50 feet, before it opens up into a larger area. Is it lit in there?
It's lit.
It's lit, man.
That dude.
You can't be secretary of this session.
No. At least I can focus on one thing or the other.
It's like it's his dream.
Party? Kinda. I want to be a scribe.
Okay, yeah, I don't think it's lit. So yeah, those are basically only those with you with dark vision see that the room opens up. You guys approach that room presumably.
Yeah, I'll go to the edge of it and look in.
Move the papers all the way in that corner.
This corner?
Yeah. It's a very large room.
So move.
Oh, fuck.
Sunny side up egg.
And you approach from where Lucas is standing, or sitting.
He's been standing this
He's
whole time.
standing there?
Menacingly! You can keep moving it to the side until you
He's
reveal
just
it all, I
standing
believe.
there.
Alright, yeah, there we go.
Menacingly.
That's a pretty good Patrick.
In the center of this room also is an enormous rune of wrath that did not draw. That's sort of just carved to the
Oh
floor
my
here.
god.
Fuck us in the beard.
God
damn
it!
Are you the only one in there right now, or we all go?
I think you're all like.
It'd be funny. We just sent you in there. And then
Yeah, you're
just
there
sort of-
first.
Alright, so the walls, the ceiling, the floor in this room are riddled with cracks, dents, pieces missing. Some rubble sits in the middle of the floor.
So
Parts of the wall in places is crumbled away, especially more towards the left side of the room. The right side has like an iron. The wall is sort of entirely made of iron, and there are 3 ransors sort of vertically, like carved into the wall. The leftmost one is slightly glowing, very dimly. Not enough to light the room, just barely, but enough to see it in this otherwise dark room. Which actually brings me to the point where, do you guys have a light source here?
Shit.
Don't you need a light source now? You
Ran
need a
away.
coin, you need a light source that you know of.
Torches. We have torches.
You might as well not even cast that spell on you because
You ran away! You went crazy!
you're the only one that needs it.
I went cool. You stole from me.
Oh, you went crazy first. You were carving the Wrath rune in it. Crazy.
But yeah, that's, and then the wall, the room, the tunnel over here extends out of line of sight from where you're sitting there.
It's a big room. There's a glowing pole arm in the corner. Do we want to go check out the other room before we go into this room? There's a big wrath thing in the middle.
Yeah,
I kind of want
let's
to
go back.
touch it.
I know you do. Let's go back, do that, see what that's about first, and then
Okay. Yeah.
we'll come back here.
So you guys go back, and you guys go down the other hallway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see. Yeah, just remove it all. Actually, just remove all the paper at this point.
Nothing here. Just put it here.
I don't think there's anything here, is there?
No.
There's not.
Okay.
Ooh, it's a turtle.
Yeah, the turtle.
Excellent.
The floor of this room
I like that.
is decorated with like intricate geometric mosaic. The walls and the walls and the ceiling sort of reflect a light that's sort of dimly lighting this room. It all seems to be like behind a layer of like thin glass. The walls and the ceiling, that is. A sphere of blue glass pulsing with an inner light is embedded in the wall on the left here, in the center of the wall. Like over here, closer to me. Yeah, right there. And on the opposite side of the 3 alcoves, you can see the center one, the largest one, is blocked off by metal bars spaced a few inches apart. And you can also see a second blue glass sphere in the center of that room. Yeah, behind the bars. Let me double check something as well. Yeah, I really hate this.
So where are all the spheres at?
Sphere.
Sphere.
They're both blue.
Blue, and they're kind of in this glass that's encasing the floors and this walls, or the ceiling and the walls.
You also as you sort of enter, hello, does anyone over there? There's a sort of ragged, tired voice coming from the center of our room.
Like here?
That's like the wall with that blue light in there, and you can see someone moving. Their heads sort of peeking between the bars.
Hello?
Oh, thank God. If any of you could just get me out of here, I don't know who you are, but I'd love that a lot. Who are you? Who are you guys?
Who are you?
Wrath.
Oh, my appearance might alarm you, but I'm just here looking for answers, looking for the magics of Thassalon and all that. And as who's in front?
Me, I guess. I don't know.
Behind him.
You see him sort of reveal himself a little bit more from the corners of that room, and you see a sort of partially drooling man with a black beard, black dirty hair, his hands on the bars with while they are colored like that of a human, as far as the skin and complexion goes. His nails are black and talon-like. But most notably,
whoa!
It's your buddy.
Why is that familiar?
He was the one that somebody described to us that has been on the island. The guy who led us here, I think. He was leading the...
What was his name?
I'm not sure his guy's name.
We never got this guy's name.
Hey, what's your name? Might as well just ask.
You can call me Sewell.
Sewell?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm Baldy.
I mean, the full name's Magazul, but I just don't like the way it sounds.
No one likes that MAGA at the front of their name.
I didn't pick it.
Yeah.
There is no Dana, only Zool. You know, in Ghostbusters?
No, that's a good one. I had it. Yeah.
I didn't. Sorry.
That's mine.
So, how'd you end up
I
there?
think.
Yeah. What's going on, man?
Are we are you guys moving into the room?
Yeah.
I'm staying right by the doorway. So where do you guys want to
I'll
be?
hop in on the other side.
Do you want to come in, Clyde?
Yeah.
Where do you want to be, Baldy?
Right there.
I'll be right behind. We're next to Sif, I guess.
Like here?
Yeah.
Or here?
Right there.
Sure, Steve.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I think this room is a kind of a trial test, and I don't think I did very well, so I'm stuck in here.
How long you been here? Oh boy.
Couple days at least. I don't know for sure. My rations ran out, and that was supposed to last me 3 days, and I'm out. So, I mean, do you get hungrier faster when you're stressing? I I don't know how. Oh, yeah, there's no sun down here.
Can I roll insight? See.
Yeah.
Five.
5. Yeah, I mean, he seems to be true. I mean, you can't make heads or tails of what he's saying, but you do see sort of like wrappings and pieces of paper and the remains of food in his cell from at least a couple of meals.
Okay.
What was the trial?
Are you gonna let me out?
After you tell me.
Yeah, what was the trial?
The kind of thing better suited to those who can wield proper magic, not what I like to do. Potions and whatnot.
I think the other room might suit us better.
Oh.
But come on, guys, don't leave me in here.
What was the trial?
You guys can let me out if I tell you?
Maybe.
You touch that orb over there, and some symbols appear on the wall. And you gotta, I think, didn't get very far, use spells that match symbols. So
Was that Thessalonian?
yeah, I mean, you've seen the symbol of wrath, right? That was the first one that appears. You gotta hit it with some sort of fire or force or lightning, something of invocation. But I couldn't even get that far.
What spells do we, like, real talk, what spells do we have?
She has her fire dagger.
I need another long rest.
And your dude does force damage.
Right, but do we have any charm person? Do we have any...
Nope. Cool.
It's funny as fuck. Not that you guys know.
Well,
Our magician's not with us right now.
Is he around?
We don't know.
Can you? Oh,
Are you around, big dog?
Nothing.
he looks like you're crazy.
why do you?
Which
look
is
like
things-
that?
Damn.
What the fuck is wrong with his hand?
That's exactly what I thought. The fuck is wrong with his head?
Let's not get into that.
He calmly
Why is it like that?
It's not from failing this trial, is it?
No.
How many spells do you think different types of spells do you think we'll need for this?
Well, I doubt it's as easy as just casting a quick little bit of fire at it. I'm guessing there's more. But I don't know. I didn't get further than that first piece.
Alright.
Can I clarify as the DM if it's clear that the spells match because of what the spells are, or if you can produce any fire equivalent to the spell's fire in this case, it would work? Or is that the trouble he had, that it's not the actual spell?
He
He probably didn't even have like a fire potion or something.
I think you have to ask. I think the players have to ask clarifying questions to answer that. Yeah.
We're fresh out of Wizards, bud. I don't know what to tell you.
Do you have any more food? You can leave me down here until
Some deer.
Yeah, we got a bunch
until
of
you
deer.
can get your wizard, your magician.
Might not be great.
Yeah, I throw him whatever is left of the deer.
He takes it happily and like pulls it into his cell. Okay. Please just don't let me starve down here.
I'll probably be back.
We'll try to come back. As long as you... This is honor system. We gave you food. If we ever decide... Not decide. If we ever let you out, don't kill us.
You can have everything on me.
We don't want anything on you.
I just don't want to die.
You're fucked. Do you say that?
I whisper it.
I just give him a fucking dirty eye roll. Don't listen to him.
More swords.
Here, I mean, this isn't gonna sustain. Here, and he like rolls a potion out of the bars and like sort of like does like a spiral as it kind of like rolls in your general direction. I can make a healing potion if that helps.
Thank you.
I'm trying to keep me from starving to death. But I'm here to help you guys get back here.
Thank you. All right.
And just like fix this lava up that he's like just really. He's been doing this throughout the whole conversation. I just haven't been playing it, and he just can't help himself from just like drooling out the side of his mouth.
I kind of feel bad for this guy.
I know. And you want his tentacle.
Well, yeah.
So,
What did you say?
did you say that we need to cast something to get him out of it? Or we can...
We need to ask. We need to clarify whether
Yeah, we
we
don't
need to
know.
do that or not.
How do you think you get out of there, big dog?
Oh, I'm guessing it opens when someone beats the trial. Also, not to dissuade you or anything. When you start the trial, those two side rooms, things come out of there and aren't friendly. I was trying to fight them while dealing with the puzzle, and yeah.
Okay.
How do you start this
Isn't-
fight?
Did you touch that orb over there?
You went right behind me.
Yeah.
He did say that before.
Go.
Ah.
I'm not gonna do it.
No. All right.
I'm gonna turn and start walking toward back.
We're gonna go try to figure this out. Maybe we'll find our magic man.
Okay. Let's head out. And he's sort of just like, until you're basically unable to hear him, he's basically just like, don't you forget about it.
Thank you.
That made me feel bad.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go walk and touch the glowing pike.
I did.
Okay.
Boy.
Something happens.
What'd you do? Touch the Albert?
the
Yeah,
glowing
you did.
one.
Something happened.
Something happens. That noise plays.
Why isn't it? Did I not write it down? I mean, I know what happens in my head, but I have to look the book now. Yes, I do.
Forget about me.
Wonderful.
You are mine. Will you call my name?
Don't you forget about me.
Iced tea time. Don't.
Earthquake. Okay. There we go. Okay. First, the ranseur on the wall goes from glowing pale blue to a full solid blue, sort of lighting up this half of the room dimly where it wasn't at all before.
It started glowing more.
Second, those of you standing at the entrance of the room feel some air move behind you from the hallway as you hear the sound of stone moving on stone, although you see nothing. And third, you hear the sounds of claws on stone from the other hallway facing towards me, and are RJ, you're able to see 4 creatures making their way down the hallway.
Big down.
Here comes the boom, boys.
Roll initiative. 10:03. You can probably start this.
Does Ben roll initiative?
Nope.
Damn bitch.
I was gonna roll it just to keep the bit going. But do you roll initiative if you don't plan on being in it?
Well, that's not helpful.
4 creatures with claws.
You don't know. You don't know what they look like, but as soon as you see them, you recognize the rough shape of them. If I got the name right. They look similar to the man called Mortimer that was once beneath Roger's Cove.
4 Mortimers incoming.
Casually.
So the glow is only on like this half of the room?
Yeah, but you have torches. But
Yeah.
Which, if you don't remember, this is what they looked like. Okay, that's not helpful. Make it big. Yeah.
Like RJ.
Oh my god. How hard is it to just show me the image? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, look really like this. These guys.
Bitches. Say easy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't hear him.
He goes easy.
Easy.
Yeah, easy, man. Settle down.
Settle down, little boy.
Is this stuff supposed to be like the debris?
Yes.
Okay.
Like it's the small one might be difficult terrain. The others you would have to walk around or climb over.
Like a Hunger Games arena.
Okay, yeah, let's get some initiatives here.
14.
14.
Sif and Clad. 5.
21.
21.
6
What are we?
12.
What is our?
Your dex is higher.
600 people.
Mine's +2. I have 15 dex.
No mods. Clean 6.
Ooh.
Trying to sharpen it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Puts.
It's a diamond sharpener. Yeah.
Excuse me.
Okay. Sif, you are up first.
You're dead first.
Go up to here. Maybe a bad idea.
Maybe a bad idea.
I don't wanna-
Fuck him up.
Debating whether to cast.
And for what it's worth, these creatures do seem to be carrying ran swords as well, similar to the ones on the wall.
They're
Maybe we
Armors.
only have to kill 3
They
of
can hit
them.
you 10 feet away instead of 5.
One died by the previous person. Do I notice any bodies around here?
What do you mean
Do you
one
see
died?
Bodies.
No?
Well, what?
How do we know one died?
Maybe all of them?
There was one
Yeah,
sword
'cause I
lit
can
up.
Yeah.
But there was,
I'm going to cast Entangle, I think, right there.
Fuck yeah.
Does anyone have the green square that represents entangle around here somewhere?
I think it's under that. Yeah.
I believe it's right. Is that
No.
That's square.
It's a very nice looking green square.
Oh, square.
Yep, I believe
I
that. I believe I made that one for entangle specifically.
Hmm?
I believe it's a 15-foot square. Or what is entangle? That's why I made it green, because I believe that's the right dimensions for.
It's a 15 feet.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a
This
20
is
by
20.
But still, they're all within 15 by 15.
Yeah.
It's only a 15-foot square.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's weird, but we can still use it.
Oh wait.
Oh no, sorry.
30 feet.
It's a 30-foot square.
So it's enormous.
'Cause I-
The range doubles when you hit level
What?
5.
You cast it at 5th level. She's not casting.
Yeah,
it
I'm
at
not
5th
casting at 5th level. So 15.
level. Okay. Well, I don't know what I made that for then.
Wait, 20 foot.
20 foot.
Yeah, it's 20 foot. I brought
How
it
do
up.
you-
It's
say?
20 foot square.
Oh, I'm reading the wrong.
How are you casting that stuff?
Where was I getting 30? Just like. Let's do like
Do
that.
you have a different spell on them? You can put it on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
I must have had a different spell.
they all need to make strength. No, wait, hold on.
Yeah. Strength. Where did I get the 15?
That's his
Acid
strength.
bodies.
Okay.
I was looking for a circle and I was told strength square, so.
15. What's DC?
13.
Okay, so number 1 passes. Number 2 fails. Number 3 passes. Number 4 fails. So
And then
2 and 4
2 and
fail.
4 fail.
Cause I can't. I'm just gonna use my bonus to. This is rubble or
Rubble, yeah. A big piece of the stone that seems to have fallen out of the ceiling.
hide.
Okay.
Tide.
Here's a roll stealth.
Yeah.
Let me know what it is. And that will take us to number
20.
20.
These are poison, but it's green. I think entangled.
Okay, perfect. This is number 2. Who was entangled. Doesn't have a ranged attack. So, he will attempt to break free. Does he... Can use its action to make a strength check against your spell save DC on a success it frees itself. Okay.
I pulled it in,
That... Okay.
Is there at least anything else coming from that direction? That's
Okay.
rough terrain.
yeah.
And I'm like, is it worth it to do that? Or
Uh,
just damage?
Number 2 uses its action to free itself from the entanglement. However, that's its action, so it can't attack this turn. And is going to use its movement to sprint up to where Sif was standing when she cast the spell. Let's see if it sees her. Does not. So it's going to continue forward and attack. Who's closest? Clodoro?
Yeah.
Okay, attack Clodoro. They have 40 feet of movement, so.
That was
Is it allowed to attack?
Oh wait, no, it can't attack because it broke free. And it'll actually. Now I wish I knew what his opponent was. It'll stop right next to Sif, actually. Yeah, right there. Yeah, they don't see you, barely. Because the rebels are blocking just enough on set them give it to you.
2 slips on a puddle, you're right.
Number 3 is going to move forward 40 feet on the right side of the rubble. Can it get within...
Is this difficult terrain for it?
For its first movement was,
Yeah,
that was
so
10.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
As far as I can get. Okay. In that case, it will move to basically be flanking Sif with number 2. It doesn't know Sif is there. Well, actually, let's see if Sif is there. Oh, wow. It might.
That was the worst move I've ever made.
I mean, that's bad stealth for you. Where's his perception? Oh yeah, it's easier. So actually, it's gonna step one further back. It's gonna stop there and attack you with the Ransworth Reach. Wow, that's 14 to hit.
No.
Nope. Okay. It swings at you with its Ransword, misses. I see.
How did you
Interesting. And that's its turn. That takes us to Baldy with RJ and Deck.
Oh, really?
Yeah, whatever.
I thought you pulled it out when you were grabbing that.
Baldy,
What'd you say?
you're up.
Oh, I'm gonna come out as far out into the middle as I can.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. What's your movement?
Yeah, that. Yep, and I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on number 2.
Okay.
And I'm gonna attack.
It's Reddit. Sorry.
Oh my god.
Frazzled.
Lucas
Scrolling on Reddit.
decision to not come along is frazzled the rest of the. Which one's Hunter's Mark?
It's in my hand. Does a 13 hit.
13 does not hit.
Do you want to put Hunter's Mark on too then?
That's your turn, I think, right?
Yup.
Alright, RJ.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Large.
I can't reach you. I'll fix it.
I mean, I technically have a
I'll reach
a
with
halberd, so I could have reached.
Oh, yeah.
But, I'm gonna attack 2.
Okay.
I do have my boulder-headed mace.
Oh man, that would have been so good on the first round. They were all
I
in the
know,
hallway.
I know.
Oh damn.
Do
I mean, you can still hit 1 and 4.
I don't know if we'll have more trying trials. I'm gonna attack 2. 13 missed. I'm just gonna attack it without great weapon fighting.
Okay.
First attack, it's not gonna tell us anything, is a 22 to hit.
Yes, it is.
$23 technically.
Oh, that misses actually.
Yeah.
Odd numbers miss. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
right.
That'd be a really funny mechanic, actually.
What?
If odd numbers.
Confuse the fuck out of your players.
Yeah.
Prime numbers automatically and everything else misses. Just like
6, 7, 11 damage.
11 damage. To number 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, these are spell resistance. Not that I'm using that mechanic in finishing, but man,
I'm gonna use great weapon fighting on the second roll.
okay.
So -5 to hit. 12 does not hit.
Yeah.
That's it.
All right. 1 and 4 go, then Cladoro. So 1 is going to rush up. He's going to stay out of your reach, RJ, and not get in 5 feet of you. And slink around as far as it can with 40 feet around your left to see if it can get in range of Baldy.
1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Hold on a second. There's my thing. 1, 2,
Oh,
3,
yeah.
4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, he can get one square closer if it cuts diagonal. There we
Sure.
go. Okay. And I'm not sure it's going to attack you necessarily, Baldy, but he's thinking about it. No, yeah, he will attack Baldy. That will probably hit. 19, yeah.
Shit, I didn't say it before.
Oh, you threw the reposition thing? 10 points of damage with its Rand sword.
Fuck me.
It's a pretty good roll for. Oh no, hold on.
I was gonna say 10 is like
even more.
not-
I rolled the wrong dice. I rolled d6s instead of d4s.
So smaller damage.
8 points of damage. I rolled
How much smaller?
I still rolled almost max. Okay. That I thought Kate was raising her hand. Number 4 is going to move up towards RJ.
It's entangled.
Oh right, okay. So it's to try and break free, which it barely fails.
There you go.
and stands there.
And stands there menacingly.
Menacingly. Oh god.
I thought this is who he was getting.
It basically just like spends its turn angrily slashing with the Rand's sword at the vines, not getting anywhere. And since it has no range attacks, that is its turn. I know, because it can't move, I should say. Clodaro, it's your turn.
I'm gonna. How tall's the room?
Like 40 feet. It's pretty big.
How tall are you, RJ?
I think we determined like 12 feet.
Oh, okay. Those are okay.
Yeah.
12 or 13.
Yeah, I think it's like
I remember
probably like
the-
13 or 14. Yeah, because you're tall, like you're over 6 feet.
We rolled in one of the sessions
Yeah.
because I was like, I'm 6.5 feet.
What the fuck was that?
So maybe we said 13 because it was sick. It was double.
Table?
It was you playing with that. Yeah. It scared the fuck out of me. I thought like.
I started doing it again because I thought maybe that's what it was.
I think we doubled my height.
Yeah, I think it's
6.5
almost
to 13
13.
feet.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it was 13, and then I could reach like 20 feet up. When we
Yeah.
were doing that thing with the guy on the.
Were you in the ceiling and it was reaching down?
No. When we threw the fireball and there was that assassin on the roof, and I jumped.
Yeah.
I like cannonballed down and then saw him on the side, and I got big and tried to grab him.
Okay, so I'm gonna have Clodaro go 5, 10, 20 feet to there. I'm gonna attack number 2.
Can you?
Oh, never mind.
I'll say
I
that.
didn't realize that.
I'll give you a penalty, but yeah.
I'll attack 3.
Okay.
And before I do that, though,
Gonna move your
yeah,
shade.
I'm gonna echo my shade here. And yeah, so now let's attack 3 with Barracut
Okay.
out of Clodaro. I'm feeling so piss poor today. 9. I only rolled above like a 5 on my d20. Besides the DM.
I've had days like that. 9 does not hit.
We have jail and the dunce chair.
And then another attack's gonna originate out of
The echo.
the Echo.
Okay.
Doesn't work again. Just another
You just make a normal attack like you would if it
Yeah.
was you.
17.
That hits.
Nine damage, piercing. And then my robot's going to.
That one looks very hurt already.
Which one?
Number 2.
There's gotta be more. There's gonna be some man.
The robots can move there, and I think I can
Get that smug look off your face.
We'll see.
We're gonna get through like one round of combat, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bonus action on my robot will attack. Number 1.
Okay. Is it bonus action to move your robot or just to?
Yeah, how many times have you rolled a 2 today?
Yeah, 1 or 2.
Well, you missed anyway.
My bonus action, I can always do my robot if I wanted him to do any other action other than dodge.
You just use bonus action?
Use my bonus action.
Okay. And normal, and you already had your shade out, so you just use it on that.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
At a level, whenever you take the attack action, you make. That's crazy. Those two things, it's like a crazy broken to have the battlesmith, because if the shade's already out,
Yeah.
but the echo's out,
You get 3 attacks.
he gets.
And then,
3
he
attacks.
could still action surge. And
Yeah.
Get another. Yeah. Fucking
And
good.
once you get to 5th level, you get 2. Is it 2 or is it 7? No, it's 5th level of fighter. You get 2 attacks. So you would have 4 attacks per turn.
I think there's. The Battlesmith has something like that. 2 attacks a turn, too.
I think we'll call it there though. We got 6 minutes for 10:30. We're not getting through the round in 6 minutes.
Yeah, no.
So that's what we'll call it.
No.
Cool.
Basically a picture because that will.
My vote.
Might actually play, but.
Who?
You.
Me?
Yeah.
Shit, we didn't have the battle cam on this whole time.
Oh, it's okay. As long as we're out of combat. I'm gonna pop it on for posterity. Look, this is what the fight looked like. It's completely missed. That's all you get to see. Goodbye.
Stay tuned until next week.
Yeah. Part 2.
Just
Part 33. next
That's
week.
my
2
vote.
weeks.
Everyone else?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think
you
you're a
just-
close second. I think it's just that
Good character
good
development.
character. Yeah.
Yeah. No.
You were like, I'm gonna just slowly become like a rune lord, right? Is that the words you were saying?
No, I'm slowly becoming possessed
Oh
by
yeah.
the things, and now that I did this ceremony, it quickened it up.
Yeah, I was gonna say slow like a Bugatti.
Did you end it already?
No. But
Well, it wasn't. You tried to steal the thing.
Do not blame this on you.